Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Remember to stim the like button. Right, okay, I'm actually kind of super excited, not just because I've had a whole load of coffee today, but because we have Sam from YoSamdySam joining us. Sam's absolutely fantastic. In fact, Sam was one of the first YouTubers that I started to watch, kind of secretly exploring the idea that maybe I might be autistic. At least that was one of the first accounts that Google started offering up to me. So, without much ado, Sam, I'm just giving you a little heads up here that you're about to be live. Okay, that's what this waffle's about. It's got two meanings. It's actually a Sam, put the cat down. Sam, ready? Sam, introducing. How's it going?
Hello. Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. I was gonna try and like just start with like wooden alpaca.
Why have you got a wooden alpaca?
Well, I bought a little vintage treat package. Maybe I'll show off other later, and they just had this little €2 wooden alpaca, and I was like, well, why not?
Why not? Okay, why not?
It's quite nice, yeah.
Could have been a duck. It could have been,
Yeah, I think it's cute. Right? By the way, this is like for everyone more than you. I'm just ridiculously tired, and we've been trying to arrange this for a while, and every Tuesday I kind of have like a nervous breakdown, not related to you, by the way. I just want to say
thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for adding that little bit there.
It happens. I think it's kind of related to my son's school and what happens on Tuesdays and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really tired, but I was like, no, we'll do it today. So
Tuesday is a full-on day. We could have done another day, by the way. I did suggest it. We could do other things.
No, it's fine. It's good. I will probably, but like we said, chatting is like, it's nice to chat, isn't it? Some people like it.
It depends who, right? It depends on the company.
I feel like
always. It's not always. It's not always a pleasure.
Even when I'm in the chat convo, I feel like we're trying to have a live anyway sometimes. So anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen you in the live stream quite a bit actually over time. Is everyone good, by the way, regarding technical stuff? Mike has done plenty of zombie tired streams. It'll be fine. Yeah, I have. Yeah.
My mic is from my webcam, so it's not the best mic.
No, it sounds really good. It's like super good quality. It doesn't sound like a webcam mic.
I've had like about 2 years of technical issues now, and and I feel like at some point, you know how they say like Mercury retrograde or whatever was, and I feel like that happened, and then it just never got better. So I assume there will be some problems.
Will we be seeing a kitty cat today?
So I have one cat next to me. I'm like kind of torn between, do I pick her up?
Yeah.
Because she's the slightly injured, she's the older injured.
Oh, no, she's injured. No.
Should I pick her up and show her? Or should I rotate my camera and show everyone the mess in the house? Because the camera is strategically placed. Like this is
Same.
It's really the only aesthetic. Look, this is the curtain I actually crocheted, by the way.
Your backdrops are always really pretty as well.
Yeah, well, this is the best I could do. Well, anyway, the fairy lights help, don't they? Or I could move the camera, but then there's no, I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera. No.
Okay, well, we could just.
Okay.
We're moving, guys. We're moving.
This is cat number 1.
Cat
Oh my God, this is really hard. I have to do it backwards.
Yeah, this is super
I mean,
complicated.
she is just a black hole, so you know.
That's just a black screen.
Yeah. So that is Storm, and she is.
Hey, Storm. Here's Sabre. This is also a black screen. Look.
Covering. She had an injury. Oh! Now I have to hold up the cats.
No, you don't. Oh. Poor stop. He's used to it. This is his life now. This is what he does for a living. This is his job.
That's a very small cat.
It's not small. It's just far away.
I mean, like, I know you're far away, but unless you're a very large person.
Well, I'm like 5. I met Thomas Henley, right? And it's really it's really strange because he sort of came around the corner and he's like, "Oh, I didn't recognize you. You're taller than I thought." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "I thought you were like 4 foot." Is what he said to me, and I'm like, "What?"
How tall are you?
5'11", 181.5 centimeters to be full autistic.
No, this isn't really meant as an offense. I hate it when I do that. But I would have expected you to be smaller.
Why?
Because some people,
half Asian.
like, if you're sat down, some people look tall and some people look short, and there's just
exactly.
No,
I'm like, well, you've never seen my legs.
Like a tall or a short person to you.
Oh, I've never considered because you live in my screen. So this is actually the first time.
I don't actually have a lower half, you see.
Yeah, well, we see we've been chatting for a long time, but not verbally. We've been using the traditional. Today as well. We've been using the traditional neurodivergent text messaging. So you don't even have a body, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just words.
You're just words on a screen.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I do feel that I've always felt a little bit like I'm just a brain in a jar.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And not in a sort of like, oh, I'm unhealthily disconnected from my body. I just feel like my body is like irrelevant to the
I think that's a really common feeling for so many of us, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always felt like the purpose of my body is just to move my brain from place to place. You know what I mean? Like it has no other reason and no other purpose.
I'm going to see if Storm is going to come for her. She's like completely prawned.
What's a prawn?
So I'm kind of assuming that she doesn't want. Okay. She's now bellied me, which she doesn't do, but I think that means she didn't want to be picked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get. I need to get the treat bag. Something to shake.
Yeah, you do. I mean, like literally right before this, I went out and picked up some more. Not sponsored, by the way, but they really should. Oh wow, Sabre's been activated. So is Emma.
Oh, okay. I've attracted the wrong cat.
There's no such thing as the wrong cat.
Well,
the neighbor's
okay,
cat.
Because the cats don't eat these, but they will be activated by a.
It crinkles. Are you doing psychology experiments with your cats?
Well, yeah, it's a psyop.
yeah, it is a psyop because they get there and they're like.
So I'll pick her up.
Okay. they get. It's like me, like
Mom
crinkling
is
this.
large, by the way.
Oh,
you're a beauty, aren't you?
She's beautiful.
This is a girl.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
I love her face. Have you seen her face?
She's gorgeous. She's almost 14. So
14.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she, really, in the last few months, she started walking around like, oh, she's an old. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, excellent.
Right.
Excellent.
The other one.
He's so
The
on
other one
brand.
has issues that I will talk about. So she came with some toys. One of these toys was like a dressing, what do you call them? Dressing gown robe tie thing. Like she just liked this robe.
Oh yeah, like a little bit of ribbon or something, right?
Well, like the thing when you have a dressing gown and it goes around your waist.
A
thick robe, and that
Yes.
it's like, yeah, this is her favorite thing, right? So okay, the cat comes with favorite things. We understand that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It turns out it's not that dressing gown cord. It's all dressing gown cords. So this cat is like 3 a.m. We've got a few dressing gowns hanging up, and she's like getting them out of the dressing gowns. And then what she does is she puts them in her mouth and runs around the house meowing loudly with them.
Amazing. I love it.
You're a psychopath.
Yeah, she probably makes them smell as well. Like some of our cats like to chew things.
No, Storm really thinks that this is for her now.
By the way, none of this is like stim shaming. I mean, if any of you are there just like chewing on your dressing gowns, that's completely fine.
Oh no, I mean,
so on brand.
Can we shame cats? Can we shame cats here? We shame them when they wake us up at 3 a.m.
The face.
Storms.
In your void.
Gorgeous. You. Go on, look over here. Here.
Is Yannicka here, by the way, in the chat? Do we have a Yannicka? I need Yannicka is reasonably geographically close.
Yeah.
This is the cat I want. Get this one for me.
Look, she's so unimpressed.
She's not unimpressed. That's just her face. Okay.
She is. Oh, look at the other kitty.
Look, this is Sabre. Look.
Right.
They can have a collab.
I'm going to see if I can collab with the other one.
Collab cat. Yeah. Sabre, stay still.
Gotcha. Haha. This one's easier to catch because she's.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes. Now we've got 2 cats in the shot.
Yes. This is like a Taylor Swift music video. Yes. Gonna go home to my cats. Amazing. Love it.
Okay, I've overactivated the cats now.
Overactivated.
They are going to fight over the things that are also not cat treats.
Yeah.
But they are in a.
Yeah, that is always a bit of a drama.
We've created cat drama.
Chat is incredibly active.
Is it?
Yeah. Fluffy cats. I let them be human.
Do they like my cats?
Love the tail. If I can
just like, that's the only reason I came on here, because I want people to compliment my cats.
Oh yeah, well that's done. Yeah, you can go now. It's all done.
So it's a shame that we didn't get. So Lexi is the white cat. It's a shame that we didn't get her tail in shot because she has. Excuse me, cats. They're getting pissy now. She has the most majestic. I would say it's not really a tail so much as a plume. I would call it a plume. Yeah,
it's beautiful. Yeah, she's like a comet.
She is really. Yeah, she's really something. Yeah. Like I don't think I've never met a cat so beautiful.
Oh right. Okay.
What kind of a life is this?
Just cover his ears like this.
And Storm's sitting there like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
This interloper. This interloper. Do you think? Yeah. So Storm is my original emotional support cat, not registered. But one of her quirks is that she emotionally protects me from perceived danger.
What, like your own toes?
No, other people sometimes, and sometimes Zoom calls.
Oh wow, okay.
So if I wasn't kidding, she's an emotional support cat. Like if she perceives that I'm getting stressed, she will stand in front of the Zoom call, the camera, and like just block and just be like, I'm here for your mummy. You don't need to talk to these people. That's
what Sabre does.
Yeah.
There is something in that. Definitely. Yeah. This one causes emotional distress. This one is Emma. Okay. Emma! Stop it. All right. Oh, no, Emma. And Emma's also taken Sam off. Let me put Sam back on. Sorry, Emma kicked you off for a second. Yeah, apologies. She's misunderstood. I'll drop some treats for her. Otherwise, this can't continue.
You're back, Lexi. You're back. Oh, it's a shame that you can't. See, it's confusing now because I'm trying to get her to come up on the table when normally I tell her to get off the table.
Get off the table, yeah.
Hello,
It's like
Storm.
opposite behaviour now.
Now
please.
I'm being protected, am I?
Mm.
We may get buttholes. We may.
Yeah,
very
it
soon.
happens. I think it might even be on the live stream bingo card. I don't know. so someone made a live stream bingo card a while back. I think it might have been Charlie or Doogie or Elwin Lai or one of the usual suspects. And that's sort of reasonably taken off as a bit of fun. I don't know if Cat Buttholes is on there, but Show a Cat is definitely on there.
Well, she's I don't know what she's doing.
Is Sam German? Sam is British, but is an expat living in Netherlands. I think that's a fair thing to say. Is that right? I was just reading from the chat there, Sam.
Oh, is that chat? Look, Storm, you can't stay here. Come on.
Chat.
How about you go over here? Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, she's going to go back and curl up. I'm missing. What was I asked? Am I British?
Yes.
Yeah, I am British. I'm not. You say ethnically British? Does that make sense? Is British an ethnicity? I'm first
confusing.
and second generation British. No. So my mother is not British. My mother is fully Danish.
Oh, okay, so you are a literal citizen of the EU.
I was born a literal citizen of the EU before Brexit happened.
Oh, yeah, well,
and
sure.
They decided to strip my nationality. So you can imagine my let's not get into it.
I was just about to say, where do you have a magical passport, or are you like me now?
I have a British passport. I'm trying to get a German one. I could get a German one, but the problem is that I'm bad at forms. And I would need to provide 2 generations of birth certificates and shit like that. I didn't have to do the hard work, but it's just annoying enough that
it is just annoying enough, and also it's never going to go away. Well, it might do. So I'd speed up and get on with that for you.
Thanks. I mean, I've lived in the Netherlands for. Hold on. This is what year is it? And then what year was that? Almost 13 years. So I'm entitled to a Dutch passport, but then I would need to give up my British passport, which I'm also feeling a bit pissy about. And I would have to pay.
Which one's better for you with your retreats, which we will get to in this stream?
Oh, the retreats is irrelevant.
Because they are local, right?
Well, this year's retreat is in the UK, by the way.
Ooh.
It's in Yorkshire.
And of course, you're allowed to come back, and Yorkshire's not too far away.
I am allowed to come back because I have a British passport still, but I have an EU permanent residency. So I could come back to the UK, but if I live in the UK, then I will not have an EU permanent residency anymore.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't think this is the right conversation to be having.
No, it's fine. Like, to be fair, a lot of these
Storm might come and sit like this if we carry on anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was stressful. I thought it was quite interesting because
Well, no, what's interesting is we were talking about this a few weeks ago. So my mum is Danish. My dad's side of the family, my dad's parents were both German Jewish refugees, right? And then we found this connection, which is that I was like, I always, for some reason, you seem a little bit shorter than 5'11". You also seem like you live in Bristol. Don't know why. Always thought you lived in Bristol.
It's the shirt. I wore the shirt in Bristol.
It might be.
It might be.
You feel like somebody who lives in Bristol.
Okay. All right. I've literally never had that before. So my brain's running through a list of what's she gonna say next?
No, I have nothing else. I have nothing further to say.
Bristol's not on that list.
It's just vibes. I have to be. This is not a negative comparison. I have very little. I know a couple of people who live there, and they're completely different to you. So I don't know why.
But everyone in Bristol is younger than me. I can't believe how young that city is. It's a beautiful city, but everyone there is so young. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I left the UK 13 years ago, so
it's studenty and bohemian, and it's quite progressive. I mean, I walked around there with Quinn, and I literally felt like I was from like some One Foot in the Grave type sketch, not because of Quinn, but because everyone around us had blue hair, and they're all students, like a million students, and then us two walking around.
Yeah,
it was a strange.
Bath students probably there as well, so
probably
Love to
Also,
see.
Bristol has a pub filled with cats. I shit you not. Literally, I was arranging to meet Cringe, Autistic, in Bristol, and we had a date mix up. But what it meant was I had a day with like no plans. And I'm like, okay, what's there to do in Bristol? So I just Googled Bristol plus cats. Found this pub right in the middle of Bristol, and it's full of cats. I don't know how. I can't explain it. It's just a pub and it's full of cats.
At least it's not like a cat cafe that has to
No, it wasn't. No,
pay
it's a
to get in.
landlord.
I think that's. I don't think that's right.
No. These are all a mismatch of cats, and they belong to the landlord, but they were just in this pub, and you need to go check it out. And there's some mic graffiti behind the bar now. So let me know.
From you or for you?
From me, yeah. It's of a cat.
Oh,
It's a graffiti cat. Yeah, it's an interesting place.
I'm looking at the comments now.
I talked to Mike and the subject will always return to cats. Zedbird sent me a badge. I got it last week and it says, we'll talk about cats. So yeah, it is true.
Oh, okay. I do have something to show you.
I'm looking forward to this.
Okay,
This is
so
basically a new album cover.
you know, I talked about the wooden alpaca.
Yeah.
Vintage purchase, right? So I will show you that the original thing that I was purchasing in order to make the bundle in the first place.
Oh, you're doing that thing on Vinted where it's like I have to add things on to make it. It's reversed. Okay, it's welcome to the bathroom. A cat will be with you shortly. Oh, dear. You've got to be. Yeah.
Okay,
Where are we
but
going?
wait, there's more.
From espresso, less espresso. Oh,
more espresso, less depresso.
I like business cat.
But having said that, I've just realized, and this bothers me, this cat is quite clearly dressed in what appears to be some sort of a Japanese robe, so must be drinking tea.
It probably is green tea or something. Yeah, or sake or something. Yeah.
So I've been scammed, clearly. But anyway, that was
cultural appropriation 2 ways.
Cat appropriation.
3 ways. Yeah, I mean, if you don't want cats in the bathroom with you, you've got trouble because sometimes we'll like, if we have to like feed one a special diet or anything like that, we always use the bathroom. So it'll be like, grab the cat, run into the bathroom, feed it in there. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a little exclusion zone. But unfortunately, that's conditioned a whole bunch of them to think they're going to have some special treats in the bathroom. So if you go to the bathroom here, you will have an audience of like 6 cats.
Hence what they think is a special treat, right?
Well, they also like, I don't know why, because okay, it's not why you're here, but like if you stare at a cat while it's like trying to do its business, they really don't like that. They really don't like being perceived. They hate the eye contact. They absolutely hate it. It's also hilarious. But
the other way round.
The other way around is great. It's like, hey, guys, we've got a human going to the bathroom. Who's going to be on guard duty? Who's coming up?
Yeah.
It's horrific. I cannot describe that.
I have 2 kids, so being perceived in the bathroom is something that I've kind of had to grow out of.
Fair enough.
Let's check that chat that I got awkward real quick.
No, the chat loves it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's talking about Denmark. Yeah, you can't have UK and Dutch passports, by the way.
Oh, you can't.
You do. It says on the I can't remember. What's the immigration place in the Netherlands called? IND? It says it literally is just like, no, you can't. Sorry.
Is it just that you can't travel on 2? So you can't travel out on 1 and back on a different one. You got to use the same one for the all legs.
You pronounce the T in British. Is that a mistake? What? Because I don't say British.
British.
British. It just depends on how posh you talk.
Yeah, it does a bit. You maybe. The problem with like Britain, it's really hard to like explain, particularly to say, for example, if you're from like North America and you've not been to the UK or Europe, the cultures and accents change so fast as you move around. Like it's really disconcerting. Like if you're on a road trip, and our road trips can never be that long because literally geographic size.
But people
like,
don't.
Every time you stop for a wee, the people talk in different.
People don't do that. They're like, oh my God, an hour drive that, or if somebody's like 2 hours away, they'll be like, oh, sorry, you're dead to me now. Like it's not,
Yeah.
Americans will drive, like 3
Yeah.
hours to the grocery store. And we're just like, oh, well, sorry, my mum moved away.
Mhm.
I guess we'll see her on Christmas,
Yes, 3 hours requires a passport and future planning.
I mean, it literally does for me in the Netherlands.
It's really strange. It's like that on the Isle of Man as well. So
Yeah.
like different parts of the island don't really travel to other parts unless you really need to, and the whole thing is like,
Oh, he's gone. Oh no.
oh no, what's happened?
I had a moment of sheer power.
Oh wow, okay. Well, we've swapped over.
I am now in charge of the stream. No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's it. She's taken over. The cats are on some sort of hidden operation.
We were gonna talk about the Isle of Man, right? I didn't actually finish.
Oh no, that was it. Just saying it's tiny. Hello, Polly. Did you press the
Telling
button?
that anecdote, right? Because that was where I went with my dad's parents, my grandparents were German refugees, right? They came to the UK actually later than I would have thought, but they came to the UK maybe in like I don't know, I think 37, 38, pretty late actually, considering. So my grandma was like 13 or whatever, right? She comes to the UK, she kind of gets enrolled in schools or whatever.
Yeah.
All of the schools, she went to St. Paul's in London, and then she ended up being, what is it called? They send you to the country. What is that called?
Well, they're refugees. Yeah, evacuated, yeah.
Yeah, they get evacuated, right?
They get a little lunchbox and a tiny little gas mask and then packed away on a train.
Exactly.
Hang on.
But she got evacuated.
Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, those kids.
Right. So,
yes.
so the inner city kids get evacuated to the countryside, and she ended up getting evacuated to the school that I would later go on to. But that is also not the story. So she goes through this. She's a Jewish refugee from Berlin, right? Goes through all of this shit, and then she's about 16. I think she was about 16, and the UK government intern her on the Isle of Man for being an enemy alien because she's German.
Is crap, but also it is a holiday destination. So,
well, the funny thing was, I was reading through, there was a lot of interviews done from the family. I was reading through that. Apparently she had like quite a good time. And I'm like, don't put that in history. Don't tell that story. Tell them about the trauma and stuff. But she had a good time because she was with a lot of friends. It was like a whole refugee community back then. Good times, I guess. Anyway, so she got interned on the Isle of Man just randomly as a teenager, taken away from her parents. Policemen came to the door. Scary.
How long was she here?
I think about 6 weeks, not very long.
Okay.
But it was the all women's. You said something. It was like an all women.
Yeah. Well, I thought she was in the north because I was going to show you where the internment camp was. I still can actually. In fact, all of the fence posts you can see where they were. They've not been covered over. You can still see like where each of the fences were, so you can kind of walk around. Can you share that
picture? Can you share the picture that I sent you, or is that a technical?
It's technically possible, but not while we're doing this because of Restream. No, yeah, it's a bummer. So what I tend to do on Restream is just have it on my phone and then show that to the camera. So that's the way I do this. But if it's a collabry type thing, then we're here. But yeah, no, she was interned down south because that's where the all women's camp was. That's Port Erin.
Yeah.
Yeah, down southwest. Yeah. It's quite a large quite a large space, really. Massive space.
Well, I mean, I think if you consider what alternative internment possibilities there might have been, I think probably it was quite a nice one.
Well, it's like being interned at Disneyland, I imagine. Like from the ideas, like it'd probably be quite nice for a week, and then after that, you get the itchy feet, and you'd be like, I really don't want to go on another walk. No, I can't ride a steam train again. I've done that like 5 times. I'm now bored. I want to go home.
You think they were riding steam trains?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a shame that my grandmother is dead and I can no longer ask her.
Okay. Well, I'll hop to the museum at some point for you and get some pictures. But like, just, you know what? There's probably a picture of her in a museum here somewhere. Guarantee it.
Well, we have that picture of that whole group. It did kind of look a bit like a holiday camp, that picture that was taken.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like... But it scared, like when I found out about it, I was like, oh my God, she was kidnapped by the British intern.
Yeah, well, she was, but actually it was a good experience. But then again, not all of the internment camps on the island were nice. So some of them were literally just like, here's an apartment.
Well,
like, I mean, almost like COVID
UK,
type.
So that's a bit of a luxury.
COVID lockdown, but 1940s version.
Yeah.
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 Some of them made like models out of like bones and things to keep themselves occupied, and some of them got to like sit on the beach and stuff. That was your family. You had the posh version.
Well, it was the women's camp.
The women's
right?
camp.
I don't know what they did in the women's camp.
They like made all kinds of things. They crocheted, did loads of art. I've seen some of
Crochet.
it.
Did
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
say crochet?
They did all kinds of stuff. I know knitting. It's very similar to me. I apologize. Don't come after me.
I knitted this, by the way.
That is phenomenal.
This is a self-knitted project.
I love it.
It's
I love
not
the
a very good
colours as well.
shape. The sleeves are not very good, but you know.
It is very cozy. It looks like you folded them over like I've done.
No, I didn't. I haven't blocked it yet, but I just wore it because I couldn't be bothered. And then, yeah. Anyway.
What do you mean? It's amazing. It's really cool.
I'm sure we have knitters in the audience.
We have loads.
Are there any knitters in the audience?
I'm feeling like I've
Who
offended.
can tell me at which point I went from back and forth to, oh, it's actually not that obvious.
Actually,
I was going to be like,
actually,
you can tell.
I'm really sorry to say this, Sam. There are like 100 of them in here. And
100
they will literally be like,
100 angry knitters.
they will have reverse engineered your top like by now. No, I'm not even joking.
Well, it's not a pattern. It was just a YouTube video because I can't follow patterns because I get annoyed. So I like to just follow a video and then figure it out mostly myself. So
yeah, it looks phenomenal. We've got Claire.
I know I already mentioned the crochet curtain.
Mm-hmm. It's just really pretty.
Yeah.
Hang on, I've got more cats. Okay.
More cats.
I can't get them because I'm tethered because I don't want to give you feedback. So I've had to plug this thing in. All right, we've got this one. This is Polly or Princess Polly Fluffy Butt Castle.
Aww.
Say hi to
Are
Sam,
they
please.
all
Pop.
held like that?
Polly, what?
I'm just amazed that you can hold your cats like that.
I know. This is no abuse. If she wants to move, by the way, she bloody well.
No. I'm not suggesting you're abusing your cats. I just I cannot hold my cats like that. It's what I'm saying.
There's always more cats. Yeah.
Someone's just said that you are suddenly careful of your words, holding back on the heavier wording. What does that mean?
I'm sorry. Oh, he's probably referring to knitting and crochet. Because I don't
talk what you said. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. It's referring to knitting and crochet and any sort of like woolen arts and crafts. Because I have literally like zero knowledge, and I'm aware how militant knitting crafters can be. I don't want to get on the wrong end of the point.
I mean, I don't community. But even in the last 2 months, there have been 2, maybe even 3 really significant knitting drama events online.
There was one with Nerdfighter guy. What's his name? John and Hank Green. Hank Green upset the knitters.
Oh yeah, that's because he did a really obnoxious what's it called, SciShow episode about knitting, being like, oh my god, we all know knitting is really boring, but did you know we got some male physicists
to DNA
figure it out?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was really insulting because it was basically the implication that we were just like going, I don't know, let's just try something, and then it was like, oh, we got the physicists to come and figure it out, and it's like, okay, no, this is something that has gone back, thousands of years that has been done by men and women. Where are you going? Is this your actual life?
Carry on.
This is how big you really are.
This is no. This is just carry on. Just carry on. I'll just down here.
Why you leave me ranting about knitting?
No, you carry on. This is very cool.
This is more awkward than
tell the knitting people to
tell the knitting people. The knitting people already know.
Leave me alone. Tell them
the non-knitting.
Tell them you're in charge now.
The non-knitting people don't care, and the knitting people already know. Just
don't upset the knitters, please.
I would not upset knitters. In fact, I would like to tell the knitters.
So that's what that's about. So I didn't know much of that. I was aware of it. I'm like vaguely aware of it, because the ripples reached everywhere. Beware the knitters.
Well, maybe just don't insult people's passions.
Fair enough.
Fair
enough.
And actually do research. And don't be so
Claire's allowing me into the knitting circle.
Wait, there's a knitting circle?
Apparently. Did you not know?
This is me. I'm like taking this very, very literally. Is there a literal knitting circle? Please invite me.
Claire. Claire. I'm
Is this
honoured.
Richard
I'm
theory?
honoured, but also it's wasted on me.
Hey,
Send
Simone is
Send
here.
it to Sam.
Simone's here.
Send it to Sam.
What are we sending to me?
The
I cannot
VIP
talk, by the
invite
way,
to the knitting circle.
and chat. I think this is reminding me of why I don't do lives anymore, because I can't talk and read. Nobody knows.
Void. Quick, Void.
Is that the same cat? that we saw
It's not
before?
the same one. It's a different one.
How many?
Sticker's got two front
No.
legs.
I know it's the same black cat. How many black cats do you have?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so
Four.
then
Four.
right. Okay, so that's not really helpful.
Four. I'm trying to joke
This
out of it.
is really setting.
I miscounted. I'm sorry. Okay, let's carry on. We can erase that. That's a good thing about lives. You can erase things.
You can erase things.
You can't erase things.
You can never erase
You can
people's
never
memories.
erase
So we had a list of things that we were going to talk about today, and we've talked about
Yes.
cats.
Right. What did I say to you? It's like Sam's like, hey, is there anything? Basically, is there anything I need to know? Whatever.
Before we,
And I'm like, yeah. Like basically,
you said I could talk about the retreat.
yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
but like I did list cats like 4 or 5 times.
Yes, there was quite a heavy emphasis on cats. I feel like we've got that. Maybe we can come
You feel
back.
like we've done cats now.
We could come back to it.
Okay.
I mean,
It's not usually like this, Sam.
it is. I watch.
Damn.
Lexi's just like sitting behind me, like waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the real treats. You didn't do it
Lexi
right.
is an autistic eater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just likes to separate the biscuits.
Well,
biscuits
she's
mustn't
like,
touch the wet
it's
bit.
kibble. She really won't eat wet food. The only wet food she'll eat is like canned tuna.
Mhm.
She won't. I on a very giving day, I offered the cats a little bit of sashimi, and Storm was like, "Yeah,"
What?
and Lexi was just like,
Okay, everyone, look. If YouTube goes well, like these cats have never had sashimi.
Well, it's not
the
that
hell
I'm
is going on in
going
the
out
Netherlands?
buying sashimi for my cats. It's more that this one time, which was by my birthday, that I happened to have sushi and sashimi, I was too much of a softie to not give the cats some.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then I found out that one cat is completely wasted, and because all she just wants is her samey kibbles. And very specific treat, like nothing else, right?
Okay.
And that's like very much in line with like my daughter's eating habits too, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And the other one is just like, well, she just is like a cat, really. But I suppose both of those are cat profiles.
Yes.
But neither of them are the kind of cats that will eat like anything that they would actually or should actually be eating in the wild, like.
Or like tuna.
Well, like I was thinking like mice or like no. I mean, Lexi's way too precious for that. She's like, look at me. First of all, I'm white. Do you want me to get blood and guts on this beautiful coat? No, she's not doing that.
Polly doesn't have any such sort of inhibitions.
No.
Polly's deaf, so I don't know that matters.
You're a princess, aren't you? She smiled at me when I said that. Yeah, I'm a princess. The retreat. Yeah, I'm running a retreat. This is the 3rd year I've been running retreats, and 2 years in the Netherlands, and this was great. And I was like, well, I have a big British audience. Let's do it in the UK, right?
So this is your first one in the UK.
It's the first one in the UK, and it's in
Amazing.
Yorkshire. And I don't know, can you put things like web addresses up?
I can.
URL
I can even QR.
Wildbrainsretreats.com. How many S's in that? Wild Brains Retreats.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat, and then you tell me if I'm right.
Oh God, I've got no idea.
So is it www?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Wild
I mean,
Brains
you can use the www, but you don't have to.
Wildbrainsretreat.com.
Someone said, where is Yorkshire? It is in the north of the UK, but not the absolute north of the UK.
Yeah.
But
there's a link in the description, by the way, for anyone who wants to see. If you look at the description of this video or the VOD afterwards, the details are in there.
So yeah, a few years ago, I started working with with clients, with people who are like neurodivergent small business owners and creators and stuff like that. And I started working like in groups and one-on-one on the internet. And then I was just like, I need to see people in real life. And I've been working with some people for a while, and we were like, should we get together? Let's do a retreat. So that was in 2024. We did that. It was awesome. And then no, I'm not going to talk about politics because I think that's going to really derail. But, you know, something happened at the end of 2024 and destabilized things a little bit. So we have one in 2025, and I'd put down a deposit for this year as well. But as it turns out, holding them in the UK, I've got like a few British people, but I have a lot more international people coming to the UK than I have British people coming. So it's a joint effort. It's going to be me and maybe some of you will know Sarah Ketch and G. Sabini Roberts. They are like really into branding and brand development, and it's going to be completely all neurodivergent people who are doing either running their own businesses or freelancers, self-employed, some academics, basically anyone who's building something cool and needs the support of a community and wants to spend time with people who've done that and learn and network in a non-obnoxious way and spend some time in the beautiful Yorkshire countryside.
Amazing. It sounds perfect. How many people are going? Like whereabouts in Yorkshire? Yorkshire's massive. So for those that aren't Brits, Yorkshire is a big, very big.
10 minutes from Skipton.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's so basically Skipton is kind of on the edge, and then you just head into the countryside.
Nice. Yeah. Yorkshire is sometimes known as God's country.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. They call it God's country, and it is beautiful. Yorkshire has got the Dales. There's the beautiful. Is it the Peak District that's in Yorkshire? There's national parks there. There's areas of
my geography in that area is not great.
Outstanding natural beauty. Literally called areas of outstanding natural beauty.
It is very calm, and the air is clean, and it's very beautiful. And we're holding it on this estate that has a spa. It has like its own restaurant, and it's just
holy shit, nice.
It's this actually it's kind of a crazy story. It's like a what do you call it? Like an estate. What is an estate? You have like not royal people, but like aristocracy.
Oh, like a stately home type of thing.
It's like a stately home with like a huge estate, right? And the guy who owns it, that he's the 32nd generation. They have been there since the 1092 or something like that, right?
Oh wow, okay.
So the estate falls into disrepair, like most generational wealth has.
It's the old money folks.
The old money folks. Everything fell into disrepair, right? Like I think 20th century was a big thing. So this guy, who owns it at the moment, Roger, he completely regenerated the whole thing. He started out, so it was in disrepair. He started out by just taking a few buildings, renting them out as office space. He built a business park. Then he used the money from the business park to like do all the different buildings. And now it's completely transformed. So anyway, sorry, I found this a very fascinating story, that it was like one guy really had this vision to transform it. And he was very much like trying to, because it takes so much money to restore places like that. You know? It takes so much money to run them.
Guided tours ain't going to do it.
Yeah. So and so the hall, which is I don't know where it's from. When are all these halls from? 18th century? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, yes, well, and sort of Tudor times onwards. Yeah.
I would say no, it's not Tudor. I would say it's probably more 18th century. It's probably built on like sugar plantations money or something.
1700s, yeah.
One of those kind of places.
Colonial.
Well, I don't know if is colonial architecture a thing in
No, not as in like architecture, as in like
oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I think the 1800s were bad for many people. Yeah. This is like, I'm thinking of a Taylor Swift lyric now. I hope you know the one I'm thinking of.
Go for it. Give me another clue. Drop me another clue. I'm here for it. But
isn't there a song that's like, you know, what decade would you want to live in? I'd pick the 1830s, but without all the racists.
Yeah.
That's not her best lyric, I will say.
It's not. No.
But it did remind me, that conversation reminded me of that a little bit.
Yeah, the 1830s with a lot of money, privilege, and also without all of the racism and poverty and yeah.
But
Basically live like
I
Charles
do also
Darwin
think
did.
that lyric was supposed to be tongue in cheek, but that's my.
Yeah, it's not a strong lyric if you have to explain it.
It's not a strong lyric if you have to explain it, no. But I also think that there may be. I don't know. That's a different conversation.
It is. We'll do that. We'll segue on to Swift shortly, but tell us a bit more about Wild Brains Retreat.
Yeah. So basically, I've been building a community of neurodivergent. I can't even say the word.
ND is fine. Carry on.
It's 9:15 where I am, so this is like way past my bedtime. People who, there are so many of us who just don't fit in regular working environments, right?
Yeah, no shit.
So building your own business, working for yourself is really like, okay, this feels like the best solution. And there are so many barriers to doing that. And I've forgotten what I was going to say. This happens. So the purpose of the community is to support people, to allow people to connect. And then this is really an IRL version of that, giving people also like a nervous system reset. Because combining this very peaceful, tranquil environment with a safe, I don't want to say safe space, because I have a problem with that term, because I just don't think you can ever say that this is a safe space, right? But a place where safety has been cultivated in a way. And the way that it's been cultivated is because we know what all the terrible things are and all the events that we've been into in the past. And so we say, okay, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do trust falls. We're not going to say, okay, now it's time to elevator pitch each other and like put people on the spot and tell me about yourself. And like, how would you describe your business in one word?
It's not a business networking breakfast type of thing.
It's business networking. But the thing is, like, it's just done in a very low pressure way so that people can make really genuine connections, and people have made connections. So sorry, cat's scratching on something.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
I was checking it was an authorized piece of scratch material.
I heard cat noises, but it was through this, and it was like, fine.
No,
hundreds of miles away, not my problem.
We do. So I will say, you can see now behind my shoulder, we have these sofas, which I think are DFS. We had to order that, but Dutch, we have a lot of Dutch people in the group, so I'll try not to be too insulting, but Dutch sofas are designed so that your guests will leave as quickly as possible.
Oh, seriously? They're like autism sofas.
Like hard, unforgiving slabs where you must take your one cookie that you've been offered in the 2 hours period.
The sort of chairs you get in McDonald's, that sort of thing.
So please leave now. So we had to get DFS to order from the DFS in the UK to get the sofas that we liked. But that's completely actually irrelevant to the story, is that they have this special, it's not quite like suede, but it's like a sort of pseudo velvet suede-ish material that is firstly indestructible to like stains and spills, but the cats don't scratch it. It's like non-scratch. It doesn't. Challenge
accepted. Send me one of these sofas.
Well, we can order some fabric samples, maybe.
Yeah, no, that fabric sample is going to literally get scratched in like 5 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it is true actually. Some fabrics I don't like to scratch. There's this little sort of velvety green chair behind me that was literally reduced in B&Q a few years ago, and I'm like, I have to have this. And the cats don't scratch it for some reason. They just don't seem to. It's not.
They don't do this normally.
Well, the thing is, they are like ultimate at knowing what feels good, like stim fabrics. You know, like cats they'll lie down on this sort of material all day, but anything that's like a little bit, I don't even know how to describe it, velvety-ish, they don't like it. They like to cuddle on it, but they don't like to scratch it.
Yeah, I think if anyone needs recommendations, I don't know what the fabric is called, but
so if somebody wants to know more about Wild Brains Retreat, they can go to wildbrainsretreat.com.
They can go to the website,
and all the information's there, including booking details if people are interested.
Yes, you can book directly. Like, why not? It's
amazing.
happening.
When is this Yorkshire one happening?
It's happening in March, so 4 weeks.
Not long.
Sorry, 5 weeks. No, I don't know what day it is.
Soon. It's soon, basically. Soon. So if you're watching this video and it's 2026,
but like it's also
February, you can book.
There's no reason why you couldn't just book right now. You know, there's no.
Otherwise, well, if you're watching this video in like a month.
If you're watching it in a month, then I'm sorry. You've missed your chance.
In which case you do have an option. You can go on to Sam's social media, maybe over on Instagram. You might see some pictures from it.
Instagram, yeah, that's also like an off-topic discussion.
Is it? I know. Well, I've got an Instagram, and as of yesterday, I have a Mastodon.
You could follow me on Instagram. I'm not being a very good influencer now. You could, but don't.
Do you use it?
I periodically reinstall Instagram on my phone, and then I notice my mental health tanking, and I'm just like, why am I so sad? And I'm like, oh, it's Instagram. Delete.
I think it's pretty bad for mental health. It's like, because it's a highlights reel of all sorts of stuff.
It's not. The thing is, though, people say, oh, it's highlights reel and comparing. I don't even have that. Maybe I just follow really depressing people.
What do you follow?
I don't know. I think I follow too many political accounts on there.
Oh, well, that's everything now.
Yeah, but it's also just very, maybe I should be following people who make me feel like I could have a beautiful home and these kind of accounts, right? But and
I find that depressing.
Yeah, well,
because I'm like, look, I can never have cream carpets.
I don't know. I feel like the only, and this is even changing, the only social media I have on my phone now is YouTube, and I get a bit sucked in to, I don't know what I get sucked into.
I like YouTube.
At the moment,
regarding like the politics stuff, it's true. My YouTube home feed probably is like 3/4 political.
yeah.
I think that's almost unavoidable. With my own channel, though, like here, I try not to be political. This is a really complicated thing because from a content creation perspective, autism is not political. I do get accused reasonably often, particularly when I made a video involving Trump RFK or whatever, Andrew Wakefield or something, or some of the silly right-wing comments that have come from out of UK politics, Richard Tice and so on. Saying recently that it's insane to see kids in ear defenders, for example. It's not because of his politics that I'm making a video about that story. It's because it's an interesting story, right? And obviously you can be right-wing and autistic.
There are many of them.
There are many of them, a few high-profile ones, yeah. And it's like, I don't really want to, I'd love my content to be viewable by people on all sides of the political spectrum. But then on the other hand, you have to say like fuck ICE because of what's going on in the US right now, which is just nuts. It feels really strange to be living through unprecedented times, right? I want things to be boring. We can have excitement. We can make our own excitement. We don't need I
mean, I think coming back to what you originally said about not being political, I think that the thing that it seems really like normal and basic for us to say stuff about autism in a certain way, but the very fact that we are talking about autism publicly is in itself a political statement already.
Correct. I've come to realize.
So it's like, I think also the fact that the US dominates the internet in a lot of ways has turned us, I say us in this very abstract way because we are in two different political whatever, but like we're not all in two-party systems. Like do you know what I mean? It's like when you have a two-party system, it erases nuance because then it's us versus them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that the Dutch is better or anything like that. They recently formed a government. Well done. I think Belgium's taken a while to form a government. But this is what happens is that they have an election and they're like, oh, well, we need to come to an agreement. And then like 9 months later, they're like, we didn't come to an agreement. We'll have another election,
Yes.
But having said that, I think I'm just talking in the very high level terms of like just the fact that you are allowed to have nuance and you're allowed to say that they have a party which is called I can't remember what it's called in Dutch. It's basically like the party for the animals or something. And I always joke about that. Like you can't have animals in Parliament, right? But, it's a I think broadly left-wing party or something like that. But there's so many little parties and it creates. I'm not sure that it's better, but what it does do is allow for much more difference of opinion, which forces people to have to tolerate more weirdness and more nuance. That's what
I agree with you. I don't think the two-party system is going to be too much longer in the UK. It will fragment for better
I
or
mean,
worse.
it is fragmenting very fast.
But over in the US, yeah, it is very much like I feel the political kind of pushback that I'm not used to, but now I get as a content creator, is very sort of American flavored, and it feels really strange to me because I'm not American. I've been there on holiday, and I've been there for work, and I've been there on honeymoon as well. Like I have very little experience.
What is this all to do with me? When you get those comments, like
yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know what you mean. Like I don't, it's what. So and in fact, our left and right doesn't really map onto American sort of left and right like neatly. There is nuance, there's difference, but it does feel kind of sad. Maybe it's because I'm feeling idealistic, but what you said earlier about if you want to talk about autism and you say something about autism publicly, and do you know what? It can even be over I'm going to say Thanksgiving now, but I've never been to a Thanksgiving dinner, but it's the Thanksgiving uncle thing. Is that's the trope. And if you were to make a comment about autism there, or you make an autism disclosure, it would be political. In fact, it would even be political in my own extended family. If we were to have like a sort of Christmas dinner or something, and I was to say, "Oh, I received an autism diagnosis," not that conversation would ever happen like that. There would be people that would go, that's obviously, everyone's autistic these days, or blah, 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 blah. There'll be some sort of political value attached to it, which is really strange because, and I'm not comparing autism to an illness or disease or anything like this. But if I were to say I have a headache, someone would say, do you want some paracetamol or something? It could be a non-issue. It'd be a non-politicized, non-value based kind of. No one would be trying to add value onto it by going, so now you're going to move to Bristol and dye your hair. Like no one's going to say that to me. Like there's no going to be.
Do you think that Bristol is more autistic than other places?
No, but it is definitely more liberal. It's probably the most, next to Brighton, probably the most liberal spot in the UK, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, super, super progressive. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, we've literally been talking for an hour, and this is the first pause.
This is the first pause. Well, I'm giving you a moment to kind of like sit on the Bristol thing because you're like, And I'm wondering what you're thinking about Bristol.
Look, we got a great comment. Americans don't know their fanny from their bum. Fact. I love that.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
my dad said Bristol was very gay. You're missing some great comments here.
I'm just reading it now. Yeah. Bristol is super. It's super progressive. It's really, really strange. It's almost. It's got a very sort of like San Francisco kind of vibe to it.
Well, okay, so someone asked, why is autism political? And someone's saying like, I hate how things like being autistic or LGBTQ plus are made political. And I think this is just a really, okay, so actually what I'm going to say at first is that I really recommend this book, which is The Empire of Normality, which I think.
Bye.
Google.
I'll remember the author. I won't remember the book name.
I think someone Chapman, The Empire of God, The Empire of AI, The Empire of come on.
There's so many empires. Roman Empire.
Robert Chapman. Mm-hmm. It's called Neurodiversity and Capitalism.
Okay.
It's a very interesting book.
Maybe Tea and Tells.
And the thing is, especially when you're looking at it from where I've just been writing a book. Let's not talk about the book though. About psychology and that, like the origins of where did psychology come from? It came from the 1800s, where eugenics was like really cool, was in fashion. Like, but is normativity the right word?
The whole
this idea of like this is
this is the normal, this is how people should be, and anything that deviates has to be corrected, and
psychology is born from that entire mentality.
I'm so horrified by this. So I don't have a psychology background. Actually, I did drop out of a psychology degree I don't know 20 years ago, but I was horrified when I started my YouTube channel and started diving into into the academic literature of psychology, particularly autism. I don't know much about anything else really. I'm quite laser focused on autism, particularly autism, maybe a bit of ADHD. And holy shit, is that not right? What a horrible kind of some bizarre starting point. It's like, what the fuck? This wouldn't be allowed in other disciplines.
No.
This is very
the argument
specific
is
to.
It got better, right? But the problem is, it's just like, okay, they were just gradually making things a little bit less bad, but you still end up in a place that is born out of all of that. Like, about the kittens that they okay, that's probably not enough to clarify when it comes to psychology experiments, right? The kittens, they raised them in an environment where they only had vertical stripes, right? And the kittens lost the ability to see horizontal things, and they were just like, cool, we discovered something,
Yeah.
But animal torture is really the not even the worst bit.
Yeah, no. I've come across a reasonable amount of it. I wasn't over that one.
Let's not talk about that, because that's bumming. That's bumming out.
It is bumming me out a tiny bit. There's an element here of like, oh, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, no, it's a really interesting kind of basis, and I think that probably is the reason behind the scenes why people think. Outside of psychology, I was sort of vaguely aware of culture wars and so on. Not being from LGBTQ community myself, I know that community have had to face some bizarre politicization, because that's not political either. Gender is, well, I think gender possibly is. There is some politics there. But anything sexuality, where's why the what? It's bizarre. It doesn't really seem to fit with like, economic policy.
I just want to say, I've been down a Reddit rabbit hole today. Our favorite author, our favorite transphobic author, turns out to be mentioned in a certain set of files.
Is she really?
And then the rabbit hole goes a little bit deeper. I don't know how much of this is conspiracy, right?
I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny.
It seems that around the time that she was meeting the man from the files, I don't know what's going to get censored or whatever on YouTube, so I'm just going to say, we all know what we're talking about, right? That was very around the time that she just suddenly exploded into transphobic hatred.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
I did wonder it coincided with the dates there.
I wondered what her kickoff time for that was as well. Since this is effectively on my YouTube channel, I'll say the Epstein files and just take the blame for if that gets demonetized or whatever. I mean, what the hell?
I'm being good. I'm not even swearing. So
you're the best guest ever. I mean, you did. I got a text about 10 minutes before starting from Sam asking if it was okay to swear. She's very polite and professional. She's very lovely.
I will swear my head off, but it's also just like YouTube's just.
No, we know.
Yeah.
I know. We know. But like, there was an interesting one where Epstein was banned from Xbox Live.
Yeah.
For being abusive, which just strikes me.
No, it wasn't for being abusive. It's because he was on an official list and he was not allowed to be just by the law. People
really think so?
Well, apparently that was the reasoning behind it.
Was it? Okay, I'll take that.
Because he was registered. He was a registered sex offender at that time, I think.
I'm pretty sure registered sex offenders can play Call of Duty.
Maybe, but I think it was more about the technicalities of having the account, the Xbox Live account.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Like I said, I've actually really spent too much time reading about this.
You sound educated on this.
I probably have picked up a lot of conspiracy theories along the way that I don't know what's true or not. So,
well, the Xbox Live thing was vaguely amusing. The rest, I mean, everything
I've
seen
is the J.K. Rowling thing that I found amusing. Well, not amusing because it's awful and she's awful, and I never liked Harry Potter anyway. I don't
know what the J.K. I'm not educated in this area. This is why I'm not doing a huge amount of social commentary on my YouTube channel. There's like a tiny bit. Like occasionally I've got a social commentary video.
I don't count scrolling. I
leave other people
being educated, by the way. I just.
There's other people who can do that better, like Meg. Like I'm assistant now. Yeah, they go there. She does social commentary every day. It's great. But like I'm not great at social commentary, only because I have no idea where J.K. Rowling suddenly went from like just popular famous author to being known as queen of the transphobes or something. I have no idea where that switch happened, because obviously it wasn't a gradual thing.
Yeah, well, there seems to be a synchronicity between certain events that have happened. But she invited him to the play, some play premiere of the Harry Potter. I don't know what the play was called.
It feels even more appropriate because it's inappropriate. Sorry, because it's Harry Potter. It's like school kids, you know.
But yeah,
No.
it's awful. I've read it. Let's move on to another topic. But
It is fair to say. My only kind of diversion down that rabbit hole personally, other than obviously I've read quite a lot in the techie press about Bill Gates, which is quite eye opening and
it's all very eye opening, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But other than that, I did a few searches regarding sort of like autism and neurodiversity and things because I'm just literally waiting for the moment when someone like Elon goes, but I only wanted to go to a wild party because I'm autistic. I'm just waiting for that statement to happen, and I'll there'll be a video. But
sorry,
I
missed half of that sentence.
I'm just literally waiting. I had a little search.
For him to blame his autism.
Yeah, well, I spent a bit more than a little bit. I probably spent 2 or 3 hours just seeing if there is going to be or potential for a link. It's almost a guarantee at some point because it seems so in trend and in vogue right now to blame autism for bad behavior. In other words, I've been caught out doing something, and usually something kind of sexual, and it's like, I flashed my willy at this person because I'm autistic. You know, it has happened, by the way.
I did not realise that was part of the criteria.
It has happened, though, very recently, relatively recently, more than once.
Yeah, no, I know. The problem is that when you can say this person used this excuse and you go, are you talking about Elon Musk? Are you talking about Neil Gaiman? Are you talking about that chef, Greg Wallace? You know, it's like there are so many people to choose from. It's just like,
yeah,
maybe there's a deeper problem.
I mean, possibly there is. There is a little bit of interesting history, relatively recent history of using autism as an excuse in sort of defense murder trials. That is there is sort of like a mini. You
say defensive murder trials.
Yes, yeah.
What is the defense of murder?
For example, a prescient recent one.
I was like, what is it? Yeah, defensive murder is manslaughter, right?
No, not defensive murder as in like a little M, more like a capital M. So there was the guy who committed the mass murder in Wales not that long ago, relatively recently, young lad, and it was a knife attack. And his defense,
Southport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his defense team briefly argued. He brought a plushie into court. That's what caught my attention initially. I'm like, oh, plushie in court, interesting. Not going to make a value judgment, but it's like autism DAR goes off, a little ping, and it's like, okay. It's not that I'm trying to like rinse content out of everything. Trust me, there's more than enough things. There's more than enough things
you would
to talk
understand
about.
If you did.
There's more than enough. There's more than enough like ideas. There's like more than enough like. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, everything is the well is dry. There's I don't know what I could possibly say. There's so much stuff. But this just made my heart my brain go ping. And his lawyers argued that he was autistic. I don't know any more detail than that. But I just thought, like, I don't know why a neurodivergence would be relevant. I mean, specifically autism or even ADHD.
It's playing up to the stereotype that it's the infantilization of autism, which plays into the stereotype like they don't know what they're doing. That is what they're getting at without explicitly saying that.
Yeah, quite.
I don't see how. I mean, the thing that I might see is having. Well, I would say ADHD, but that is maybe.
I fancy a change today. I'm going to go and commit a heinous crime.
No, I meant more in terms of like emotional volatility, but emotional volatility is also a trait of autism.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But that doesn't excuse. I mean, I'm emotionally volatile. I have never murdered anyone so far.
No, I'm with you. That I'm
right.
Yeah.
So there's a way to be emotionally volatile without also being violent and murderous.
I think in terms of like any sort of emotional volatility.
Top tips. You can be emotionally volatile, everyone.
Yeah, but it tends to be directed inwards, right? I mean, I'll put it another way. I'm not saying, never say never, blah, 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 exception to rules. I've never actually seen an account. This is an argument from incredulity, I know, right? Some of you are going to point it out because I know what you like. Autistic in the comments section. Yeah, no, I know what it is, but I'm just saying, I've never seen an example of somebody, for example, having an emotionally distressed reaction as an autistic person, for example, a meltdown, and then going and harming someone as a direct result of that. I mean, well, for example, lashing out for sure, like it's potentially possible.
Yeah.
But you know, it's all kind of self-injurious or internally directed or so on and so forth. Not first degree murder.
But this is also this thing of like when somebody does something really awful. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about that guy that shot all the kids in the States, Sandy Hook, he was also, they used autism as part of his defense as well.
Did
Didn't
they also?
Or it was,
Interesting.
or is he? Did he die? I can't even remember.
Okay.
But I definitely
Even
think
the fact that it would be mentioned feels bizarre to me.
it does, and it gives me this like feeling of like they're trying to associate autism with danger in order to perpetuate this. It's dangerous to be outside of the norm. But anyway, that's more like Reddit conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like second order. Like that sounds almost conspiratorial now. I like as in like people are working together. I think that's the consequence of using autism as an excuse.
Yeah,
that is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think
people will associate that because not enough people are doing good things and then saying that it's because of my autism, right? Like who's done something great and said that it's my autism that inspired, apart from maybe Greta.
Yeah.
But that's maybe, but people also hate her, so they act like she's as bad as these murderous types, which is interesting.
Greta's presentation style, communication style, does seem to upset a lot of people. But then again, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I mean, she's sort of, even if you take a stand against the oil and gas industry, they're gonna like people don't like change as well.
She's also not trying to be likable in the slightest.
I don't think she's trying at all, is she?
Yeah. It's great though, because I would just love not to give a fuck as much as she does. Maybe she does give a fuck. Maybe she can't. I don't know, but I admire that in a person.
Do you think Greta is like literally like very very unmasked in terms of like her presentation? I think possibly, yeah.
I feel like that, but like, can you imagine if I was that unmasked? Like, I would have been cancelled. Like, I would have been completely destroyed online.
Mm-hmm.
This is also the thing. I think I come across for people think I'm like this like really sweet little goody two shoes, and actually inside I'm this like radical person like trapped in the body of this posh I don't know, mousy head.
Mousy head. Okay.
What
I should have introduced you as the mousy head one.
Mousy head youth leader. They actually spelled it YOOF when they were insulting me.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, this was an article that was not about autism. This was pre the autism stuff. They were insulting me for being an atheist, and radicalizing the youth by having a small summer camp in Somerset where 24 kids were. This was apparently on par with some sort of indoctrination camp.
Oh, Anders Breivik type thing. Is that the kind of thing?
Oh no, not even that. But yeah, God forbid, literally, not literally, that you would gather a few like-minded skeptics and have fun for a week.
Yeah, totally.
Yes, that was when the Daily Mail called me mousy head, and actually, it took me a very long time to go, this is my natural hair color. It is mousy.
I'm staring at your hair now.
This is natural.
That's where the mousy hair thing comes from, by the way.
It's beautiful mouse.
Sam Law.
Beautiful Danish. This is
mouse.
a very Danish hair color.
Yeah.
A lot of Danish people dye their hair because mouse has got bad rap. But I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back before I go grey anyway, which is already starting. So
yeah. Welcome to the over 40s club, Sam.
Thank you. Yes, I am. I'm how many months in? I'm about two
how
and a half
many months in? Oh my god.
Yes, I celebrated my 40th. Actually, maybe one of my. I think Simona is in the audience.
When was the last time you were ID'd in a supermarket?
Well, you can buy beer at 16 here, so
okay.
No.
Okay.
While ago. Look, I've had kids, and like I say, I don't look this good. I'm pretty sure this camera is applying some sort of a beauty filter here, because I'm like, Look at, and I'm going to look back at the recording and be like, no, I really didn't look. No, I don't get ID'd in the supermarket. But I also
Like I say,
don't
welcome to British.
often buy wine anymore. So
Yeah, fair enough. I was even thinking things like energy drinks and things, anything with kind of like a lot of caffeine in that isn't coffee or tea.
no, they don't ID that shit here.
Oh, they do.
Like,
here.
you know, it's that's one of the weird things about going back to the UK, because here you go to wherever and you buy your paracetamol. You go to the UK and they're like, you have a bottle of Calpol and a box of paracetamol.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
It's like, okay,
but this is my child. You have to go in separately. It's like, okay, we'll go in two separate things. Well, now I know you're
not for me.
Now I know you're going to do that. I can't let you do it. This is like this was like Christmas Day and the whole family was sick, and it's like, what do you?
You go what you do, Sam, is you go into different shops.
This is British people for you.
You shop in two different shops. It's not British people. It's just
British people. It is. You do not realize until you have lived away and then you come back and there's a reverse culture shock.
Charlie says you both look younger than 40 to me, but I'm probably not the best judge. Well, thank you very much. You can come back, Charlie.
It's the probable EDS, you know.
It possibly helps. I've definitely there's definitely a younger kind of vibe.
Right, it's the bendy fingers. Look at that, bendy. That's a very bendy finger.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, I like that move.
That's probably my bendiest joint, though.
Enjoy it before the arthritis sets in.
Oh no, I
have really bendy thumbs. The only problem is, I've demonstrated them on videos before. I don't like doing it because there is a limit as to how far back I can push it, and then eventually the pain kicks in, and it kicks in just past 90 degrees. And it's like, it is literally medieval torture, but it's nothing until then. And I don't really want to, it's like, how close to the line do you want to go?
Yeah, no, it's apparently not good to do that kind of like, look how bendy I am.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Anyway, I will nurse my hand for the rest of the evening.
Do so, yeah. In fact, just, look after yourself because, I couldn't imagine that sort of debilitating pain kicking in.
It's the reason why autistic people look young is all our hypermobility and our soft, what do they call it? Soft velvety skin.
Velvety baby skin. Soft velvety baby skin. I mean, you can not relate and still be autistic as well. It's worth pointing out. But
not all autistic.
You can also be like super rugged or whatever. I don't know. But like, I guess the point is there are quite a lot of different kind of markers as well. But I have noticed at almost I don't want to say childlike. I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about the reasons why, right? People tend to, why society tends to infantilize autistic people. And I wonder if it isn't because, this is a super hot take, by the way. This is Mike hot take time. I'm dragging Sam into it. She's going to
everybody's hot takes cold as ice.
No, it's not going to be cold. I'm going to get you cancelled. And basically, exactly. Just like the song. I'm trying to bring in a song.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like my friends cancelled. So anyway, there's not many Swifties in the audience. It's so depressing. Like the Swiftie autistic cat Venn diagram. There are a few on this.
No. Okay,
like, it's like
your audience is not in the audience of Swifties. Okay,
so there's many autistic people in Swiftie land?
Why do the Swifties have a reputation for being obsessive? Is usually the word. Obsessive and weird and awkward and not cool, right?
I think that's just people hating on Taylor Swift as opposed to Swifties.
And why do they hate on Taylor Swift? Okay, well, no.
Are we going to do that? Okay, I've been there. Okay, so
we're not going to have that conversation.
We can later. We'll do it separately. We'll do a spin-off later on. Maybe even a video. Like, is Taylor Swift autistic?
People hate that. It's just
no, I get it. But also,
I don't understand why it's offensive. And it's like, oh, you're speculating on someone's disability status. And I'm like, holy shit, like this person lives in the public eye. Do you think that she gives one single shit as to like somebody saying like, oh, look, she has some traits that seem to be fairly...
You've actually just hit you're one of the amazing things that you do, Sam, actually really, really well, is that you take complex ideas and you cram them all into like single sentences, whereas I tend to waffle. Because that's basically it. Like, it's kind of bad form to kind of speculate, on someone else's, some third party's kind of, disability status or neurology or whatever. Because I mean, look, the potentially like they might not know, and this might be a quite shocking way to find out something. It's not Taylor Swift, but like
I feel like that would be one of the least shocking things that happens in her life.
But with respect to Taylor Swift, she is very much in the public eye and enjoying that. That is kind of part of her culture.
But that's also part of the argument. Like, I wouldn't do that to any other person, but I think it's like once you get to a certain level, I don't know. Like she can't. She can't take a shit without people talking about it. But you know, it's like I don't know.
It's no, it's true. For the avoidance of doubt, like Taylor Swift very much does like the limelight, right? This is very much her thing. She's super extroverted. You know, in the past, you know, I don't tend to comment on people's relationships either, but I will make one teeny tiny exception. She was dating a guy. I think it was Joe Allen, in the London boy, the British guy, and he's quite reserved and likes keeping himself to himself. And you know, I don't think you could see a better example of introvert extrovert more than that sort of thing. You got someone that literally wants to be on the front page of everything, and someone that wants to be a bit more reclusive. Yeah, I think in that respect, saying, hey, look, Taylor's exhibiting the X trait here, or demonstrating B trait or characteristic here, or at least that's what it can look like, I think it's possibly right. But yeah, as a principle though, I don't tend to do that.
No, we don't do diagnosis like that. But dead people, I think, are fair game.
Dead people, all right. So like the Einstein,
is that a hot take?
Can we do? No, I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's it's kind of lukewarm. What do we reckon, chat? Where are we? Where are we with this?
Do we diagnose dead people? Do we diagnose characters? And when I say diagnose, I just mean speculate and have long, drawn-out conversations. Nobody's getting diagnosed.
All right, how about this? Characters, yes.
Well, 100%. I think characters is a really
characters is way out there. In fact, not only that, but like specifically, I think it's completely fair game to talk about the traits of autistically coded characters. You know, for example,
I think that's why media. I feel Taylor Swift is like also a character. Like this is also like, you know, I'm YoSamdySam. That is a character.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, I don't need to be so aggressive on this. I actually don't have as strong opinions as maybe it appears.
No, I agree with you.
Say something on lives, don't you?
What's that?
You have to say something on lives.
Sometimes it's controversial.
Having a conversation.
It's controversial to kind of like get people.
I don't care about it as much as it apparently seems. So.
No. I think it's fair because I think in general the principle, particularly like, you know, the closer they are, the more vulnerable the person is, I suppose, in some respects.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift is completely the very definition of someone that's not a vulnerable person. A dead person.
Well, in the public eye, at least.
Yeah, right. And what you see is her persona. You're seeing sort of like the public display of someone, right, as opposed to their sort of private life, or you know, their internal life as well. These are all different kind of like spheres of.
So, question though, if let's say you see an actor in a film, like in a musical or whatever, and they are dancing and they fling their hand. I'm just going to do this. Okay. Beautiful example of a hypermobile hand, right? Like they fling it.
Super hypermobile hand, way more than me, except for my thumb.
Is this under the same category to go, oh, look, they look like they may be hypermobile?
Right. Yeah, I think it possibly
that is speculating on someone's disability status.
Yeah, the only thing is things like, you know, hypermobility or some sort of physical disability is kind of different to someone's. Autism, it comes down to autism again as well. Even separate from ADHD, which is like that, because it's like it's so pervasive in who a person is, as opposed to, because like I don't relate to, like I have unfortunately, as you get older, things start breaking in your body. I have scoliosis and have had it my whole life. It doesn't like, it's not part of my identity in any way whatsoever, right? So you could say like, oh, I think Mike might have like a slightly bent spine, and it'd be like, okay, it doesn't, but there's no, or even like bendy fingers, it'd be like, okay, or none of that really matters. But if somebody goes, oh, I think that guy over there might be autistic, it suddenly becomes like, it comes with a whole lot of other kind of like values.
So it's more about like, it's not what you are, but it's who you are.
Yeah, possibly.
But
But
I
also a kind of like a restriction as well.
But
So
I
like,
also
you know,
maintain that only is a problem if you fundamentally see being autistic as a negative thing.
yes.
And I think that's also where the problem is, because I'm in my head, I feel like it's such a neutral thing to say, and I forget that people actually take that like as a bit of an insult or something,
It is absolutely a
right?
negative thing to
Which
say.
is,
And
it's on me, right? I've got autistic traits too.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you have, Sam. Let's talk about them.
Right?
But let's do you feel perceived? Okay, so anyway, no, the issue is
Now it's time for an alpaca break.
yeah, exactly. But like I think so it's just really throwing me then, because I'm like, yeah, she has actually. But no, but here's the thing, right? So you think of autism as neutral, so do I, but then I also have a reasonable amount of YouTube content which advises a viewer, someone who I do not know, who I've never met. Do you know what I mean? Not saying all of you are like that, because I know some of you very, very well. But in general, I don't know thousands of people. You know what I mean? Like they would watch a generic video. My advice to a generic person is, regarding autism disclosure, is do it intentionally and have a good old think about it first, because it's not something you sort of wind back. Don't start the conversation by saying, hey, I'm autistic, or I have autism, or something like that. Because all that's going to do is activate whatever that word means to the person you're speaking to. It's just going to activate that. They're going to just load, oh, they've said they're autistic. Right, let me load that into my brain. Oh, everyone's autistic. Oh, you're wokey. Oh, yeah, you must think, everyone's getting overdiagnosis or every problems. Or it might be, oh, you don't look like my 5-year-old Timmy. That's what the autism program looks like, or something like that. There's different sort of views, and you're going to just activate that stereotype.
Yeah.
And you ain't going to meet that stereotype. It's going to be a problem. Same for work, family, employment, schools, whatever. Although that obviously is different, So like my general advice, really generic advice, is like don't disclose. But it's kind of like, but in an ideal world, yeah, disclose. If somebody said to me they're autistic, I'd be like, okay, cool.
I don't think I've ever said to not disclose to people. That's interesting.
But only in a have a little think about it first. I even have a flow chart. There's actually 3 flow charts. like personal work and.
But also, having said that, I also think that I probably ended up making some sort of wishy-washy statement by like being like, well, it depends on, But I think going back to what you said is like the problem with whatever you activate, right? Whatever trigger word you activate in this person, is that you're having a conversation. You never know what response you're going to trigger.
Yeah.
So it's like there are 10 different arguments that you've got to be prepared to have. And I even find myself, I do hold back sometimes, like especially if people say, what do you do? I can be very cagey about it. But also a lot of the time people aren't
you make educational content and you help entrepreneurs, and you help them.
Yeah, exactly. I can make it very sort of generic, or if sometimes I just say I'm a YouTuber, or at least I used to before I did all the other stuff. And I think my dentist was like, you're not going to blog about this, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to blog about my trip to the dentist. But Dutch people, certainly the older generations, even people my age, think that YouTube is just like a bunch of teenagers blogging. So when I say that I'm a YouTuber, they're really confused and like.
They're confused because you do look young, but not young enough to be a YouTuber.
Not cool enough.
Yeah, sorry about that. I see no baseball cap.
They're like, but why are you blogging about the dentist?
Oh yeah, interesting.
Get a real job.
I've had get a real job thrown at me my whole life. So YouTube in that respect hasn't changed a thing. Yeah, well, I mean, like I've been kind of like freelance, part-time / odd employment. Like I don't think I've ever
doing
had
what?
Software engineer. So
what do you mean get a real job? Oh my god, that's like a proper job.
So like sometimes I'd be doing a real job and commuting. I've literally had family say like get a real job or whatever to me, like, and mean it. It's been like issues of contention.
Yikes.
And on that topic, I have very much employment content coming, everyone.
Employment. Don't do it.
Well, don't do the content. I'll do the employment.
No, don't do the employment. It's a trap.
Well, I know. Like, yeah, just so much. But personally, I think moving towards sort of self-employment, I don't want to say like self-actualizing, whatever, but like moving in to do things that are passionate, that you're passionate about and you're interested in. I know you've heard it from a million people before, but that sort of stuff fits better for me and possibly some people like me. Full-time employment is burnout. It's a burnout box.
And it's like being at school, but you're trapped because you rely on all this to live now, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's when the burnout hits really hard.
You're at the mercy of some superior boss.
Yeah. And I've run away from that my whole life, really. I kind of like the PDA profile phrasing, but I prefer the bastardization of it as pervasive drive for autonomy.
But isn't that just what people call it these days?
No, I think it's kind of slightly two different things. Only that there is no clinical definition of PDA.
Yeah.
But like, and of course there are, like, I know of some people who have considerable support requirements, who live in assisted accommodation, who, will literally just sit on the floor and not move, kind of PDA. Like, I'm not gonna do anything now. I'm literally gonna sit in the middle of the road. And I wouldn't say that's necessarily autism, not entirely. So you've got that kind of like idea of PDA, which is like, so I don't know what the words are. I mean, like, I don't want to use the word severe. I don't want to use the word profound, but like, so pathological that there's definitely a problem for that person.
It affects their quality of life.
It affects their life, full stop.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be dead, unless somebody's managing traffic, sort of thing. I wouldn't call that necessarily autism. Like I say, there's no clinical definition of PDA, which is why it's all very wordy.
But that's not just a behavior that is showing a drive for autonomy. It's wanting to have a say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
In a life that is probably largely controlled by other people, even if the life has to be
it's entirely controlled by other people. It's entirely controlled. I mean, the irony is that the greater the support requirement, the more control goes into that person's life. And I mean, the value is, I mean, on paper, it's all about like, hey, you have to have buy-in. It's about helping people. Everything reads well, like care quality guidelines, but actually, it is a fully controlled life.
Yeah.
And in fact, that I wouldn't do very well in that environment at all. You wouldn't see Mike sitting in front of a camera wearing a pretty shirt talking to YouTuber he's looked up to for a while, that sort of thing. Like, there wouldn't be this kind of thing. This wouldn't be happening. It would be a completely different picture. I'd probably have no skin on my hands left, like,
yeah.
So I was talking about something else there, really, but in terms of like trying to avoid the direction of others, I suppose it's or being forced into patterns of behavior that aren't natural, don't fit. I think that's how I see PDA profile.
I think it's also, I mean, this is from my perspective as a parent. One child who significantly more fits that profile than the other, this is also another thing about being a parent, is that you think you can mold kids a lot more, and then they come out and that's who they are.
Yes, true.
I think there is a lot about feeling rushed, feeling pressured, and feeling like we're in a hurry and you've got to do this now, rather than being able to take that time and space. Because
pushing back on that's rational, though, isn't it?
It is rational, because they're trying to defend their autonomy. They're trying to defend their own space.
Therefore, it's not pathological.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So,
but it is a challenge. It's a challenge because as a parent, you have to get these kids up and get them dressed and out the door in the morning, right? Like, so it is and this is also something where it's like, okay, is this a problem for the child, or is this a problem for the parent who's trying to get the child to fit into society in a way that society will not bend to accommodate the child?
Yeah. That means that everyone...
That was a very rhetorical question, by the way.
No, it is. No, yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm like super deep in thought. This is like, so... This is quite deep. By the way, don't ask
Anyway,
for sources.
come to my retreat in 4 weeks' time.
Yeah, hang on. So that means we're all like that. That means every neurodivergent person, I don't want to say has PDA. Is that right? Is that the right thing to say?
I think it's part of it. It's a natural and normal response to society trying to force us into ways of being and positions and everything that doesn't fit. There are some people who are very naturally compliant, but most I don't think are. And I think also then we internalize.
I think more than you think. I think more than you think are naturally compliant. I'm not talking about autistic people. I just mean like just people.
Oh yeah, people are. Yeah, but I'm talking then just sort of neurodivergent, probably just autistic in this instance. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh shit, I really got into the zone there, and now I've just completely lost it all.
I'm so sorry. No. Get it back.
No, it's not you. I just
read the chat. They'll remind you.
No words.
No, okay.
The chat's somewhere else.
But this is gold. This is a YoSamdySam video, but like an interactive one where you can press the red button on your remote and. Okay, no, sorry. This is sorry, everybody. You don't get this content anywhere in the universe. It exists.
The thing is, though, this is the kind of content that only happens when you have conversations and it brings out in the other person the ideas. I wouldn't have been able to script this video.
No, God, no. There's a section of me talking nonstop for about 5 minutes earlier on, maybe about 10, 15 minutes ago, vaguely coherently. So yeah.
Somebody said compliance and defiance as safety mechanism. That's
Harriet. Hey, yeah, cool.
Kind of what we were talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. Defiance safety mechanism, yes.
Compliance and defiance, right?
Yeah,
so you can either comply or defy.
Yeah.
Like that would be a great t-shirt, comply or defy.
Comply or defy, yeah. Well, I mean, like, it very much is, and it very much feels like you're very much in one of those categories. Obviously, it feels like a tautology, which is like, obviously you're doing one of the two. But it's like, no, not quite. It's like, where does the needle sit? And I feel like for a lot of neurodivergent people, it really does sit on one of, you know what I mean? It's not like, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do 40 hours a week, Monday to Friday at this one company or whatever, as one organization doing the same shit, having whatever difficulties, but I'm going to just put up with it for like 40 years. It's possible, maybe if that's something that really fits. But I do feel like you're either complying or defying. You know what I mean? You're either a medieval monk kind of type, or you're going to be broken by it. There's something like that kind of polarizes it. But hey, this is just hot. This is very, very hot take. It's not even. I don't even know if it's a take. It's a barely formed thought.
It's great. It's all just like coming out into the ether, and someone will bottle it, and
someone will run with it and reform it.
Another
cool thing I do like about these.
I think it's very interesting that there are some people who are very determined to make PDA a diagnosis or a profile. Like this very much that we need a label for this so that people can understand it. Because like we have a label for autism and people still don't fucking understand it, right?
Oh no, because we need more than one label. We need
doesn't help, right?
We need the functioning labels, then we need all of the extra little qualifiers on the end, and then we need like
I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks like, I think we just need to learn that neurodiversity is extremely complicated, and if you meet someone, really you have to understand them. You can't just say, oh well, autism is like this and this is like this, because I think it just has to be that we become more understanding and more like the world has to change. We're supposed to be in the age of Aquarius right now. Like, what's going on? This is not the age of Aquarius I signed up for. Can somebody who's into that stuff please explain what is happening? Because I was under the impression that things would be going a lot better in the universe. Maybe they're going better in the universe on balance, and we just got stuck with the shit end of it on Earth.
Yeah, no comment. It's very retrograde right now, to be fair, actually. Yeah.
It's been retrograde for really a while. I'm saying this, by the way, as a not serious conversation. I don't like to get retrograde for a while.
Has anyone got any audio issues at the moment, by the way? I've got a couple of audio issues. Can you say something, Sam? Sorry.
Hello, I'm still speaking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a tiny little bit of audio. Can I get some Fs in the chat? Would that be okay? If it's good.
Warbling. Somebody said warbling.
Tiny bit of wobbling. It could be me. It could be on your end.
You sound weird, yeah. What do I'm underwater. Well,
It's on Sam's side. Sam, can you refresh your browser? So don't worry about this. It happens occasionally. All you need to do is literally just do a refresh and you'll be fine.
okay, I'm going to come out from underwater.
Just do a refresh. You'll be fine. Do a
Reload. That's
refresh.
scary. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
yeah, you'll be okay. It'll be all right. Sam will be back in a few seconds. There we go. Sam's back. Ready? And there we go. Ah, you're on the right now. Say something.
Hello.
There you go.
Am I back from the
Yeah.
watery depths?
She's back from the watery depths. Oh.
You saved me from the fate of Ophelia.
I got.
Nobody gets that reference.
Oh, do you know how bad it is? Do you know how bad it is, right? I mean, occasionally I get someone saying, was that a Taylor Swift reference in your video? And like, it wasn't, because people are like super looking out for it now. But like, I was doing this like Opalite video, right? Opalite themed video.
Is this about the beads?
It's about the beads. And like, I dropped it in the, I'm like in the live stream going, hey, okay, so I'm going to put this video, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, but here's a hint. And I gave so many hints, like so many hints. I'm like, it got to a point where I'm like, right, this, it's not about it being a bead. It's not a bee. It's not Balesa. It's not happiness. Sorry, it's not happy. I said, it's not, it's man-made. I said, look, it's man-made. It's not like, it's not, yeah, I'm like, it's kind of, oh.
Can you
How
imagine?
long did that go on for? It went on for about an hour, and I'm dropping so many hints, and no one's getting anywhere near it.
Can you imagine
so
trying to play
depressing.
charades with a group of autistic people? This sounds a bit like that.
It's exactly like that.
That would be a little bit. I feel
It's
like
exactly like
would be
that. But if there were any Swifties in there, they would have got it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Like they would have got it in half a second.
We were going to have
Did you
our
see the chats?
ND off in terms of we're not. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted. We both have a song that we feel is the most neurodivergently coded one.
Yeah, I do.
And
yeah.
we would like the audience to vote on who we'll just take a few bits of lyrics from each one. You do yours and I'll do mine. And
Right.
then we can have the audience vote on which one is more autistic coded.
Yep, I'm just pulling up the dashboard now. So
without speculating on an individual's disability status.
we're not going to speculate, okay? But I think this.
Right, you read out. We haven't determined how many lyrics we can read out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I kind of want to go for the whole damn thing.
Okay, I'm gonna. Are they from the same album, by the way?
I don't know what your one is.
You don't? We talked about this.
Yeah, I think it might be actually. So this is from Folklore. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. This one's called Mirrorball, and it's by Taylor Swift. Okay, now because we're having this sort of like quite friendly discussion / argument about which of Taylor Swift's songs are. I can't play them. This is the problem. Because copyright is going to just knock it out.
We can't even sing them.
We can't even sing them. No, literally. These are like the most copyright hot songs you could possibly imagine. So Taylor Swift's got this song called Mirrorball, which I think is quite autistically coded. Okay, and like the idea of this song is that she's singing like saying like she's a mirror ball, and she's just kind of like reflecting, almost like masking, if you will. Okay. Sort of like appearing how like a chameleon, like how you want her to appear, right? So the lyrics are, I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. Okay? When no one's around, my dear, you'll find my tallest tiptoes spinning in my highest heels, shining just for you. Okay? This whole thing. I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. I can change everything about me to fit in, right? Okay? It goes on and on and on and on and on, just like that. Yeah. I'm going to drop this in the chat. Okay, this is my option. Okay, I think that.
Are you putting it in the chat? That's a sneaky way around it, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Give me your lyrics.
It's from This Is Me Trying.
Yeah, which part?
Like all of it. Okay, I'm going to read it now.
Yeah.
I've been having a hard time adjusting. I had the shiniest wheels, now they're rusting. I'm I didn't know if you cared if I came back. I have a lot of regrets about that. And okay, blah 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 blah. These two lines are also you can paste the whole thing in the chat. They told me all of my cages were mental, so I got wasted like all my potential.
Oh, I just thought of that as a drinking one.
No, it's a double entendre on wasting potential. This idea of like,
Go on.
so I got wasted. There's another double entendre as well. I was so ahead of the curve became a sphere, fell behind all my classmates, and I ended up here pouring my heart out to a stranger, but I didn't pour the whiskey. Like this, I wanted you to know this is me trying. That's the whole song. The chorus is just like, I wanted you to know that this is me trying. I find this very neurodivergently coded. Well, it's also gifted kid coded.
Yes, this is true.
But also, look, when this isn't about speculating about Taylor Swift, I would just like to say there is a video of her less than a year old. Let's say she's 10 months old. This is babies, right? 10-month-old babies don't talk. Just in case people don't know this, right?
Nope.
Very occasionally they can. This video is her counting to 10 as a baby.
It's not AI, is it?
No. This
Okay.
I saw that this is more than 5 years old. I saw this ages
But that's a bit unusual.
It's extremely developmentally, it's extremely unusual, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say that as a mother of someone who's 18-month-old pointed to my t-shirt and said Q, and I was like, yeah, that is a Q, so like I'm aware of like, developmental, but a 10-month-old counting to 10, it's not just being able to say the odd words, but that's incredibly developmentally atypical. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about
I
her.
also think that we put like society puts an awful lot of pressure on
weird AI prompt.
It's
Generate Taylor Swift as a baby counting to 10.
That's now part of the DSM-6. I think like, okay, like there is a lot of pressure on developmental trajectory. I have a son, so I've only had the kid experience once, right?
You have a son?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he's at college now. He's like grown up.
Shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So he tends to stay out of the channel. Thank you very much. Where were you 20 years ago? So yeah, I do.
I was so ahead of the curve. The curve became a sphere, is where I was 20 years ago.
Excellent. Well done. I mean, I managed to get a reference into the thumbnail.
Oh, you got the mirror ball in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Well, not just the mirror ball. The whole thing is Speak Now themes, like some purple butterflies and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to upload the extra one with your. The thumbnail's old. The thumbnail will be replaced.
I saw Lexi is not leaping over my shoulder in this.
Yeah, because I made the new thumbnail, but I didn't upload it in time. So I'll upload it later. I've got it.
Are people still enjoying this?
Yeah. So,
how do we?
The poll is Mike is in the lead at 59%.
Did you paste the full lyrics to mine? Because I feel like
I can't paste the full lyrics.
Well,
I pasted like a little bit.
People can Google them.
Yeah, I pasted your lyrics twice, by the way.
Oh.
So Folklore is like my sleep time album. I put Folklore on pretty much every night. That's probably why my listening. That's probably why my listening time is so high.
Is that your era? Is that your?
No, so I actually started. This is really, really weird. I used to be quite a big country music fan. So that was Mike's country music era. So when Taylor Swift launched,
what is the context for this? Like,
it goes back a really, really long way. So my ex-wife and I, we both quite like country music for a while. So it goes to say I haven't listened to country music in a very long time. But we went to America and listened to quite a lot of country music acts, not Taylor Swift. But it was around the time that Taylor Swift dropped her debut album. So that got played a lot. Then Fearless.
Did you go to Nashville?
No, actually went to San Diego. There was a big event going on over there. Yeah, that was phenomenal. Yeah, it's from Mike's many eras. Yeah, that was Mike's country music era. I'm hoping Taylor Swift has a rock era at some point. That'd be kind of like more. There's some fantastic rock covers.
Good version of the 1989 World Tour which is she's on the electric guitar.
Yes, there is. Yeah,
You know that one.
I do. There's
I
also
can't
been
remember what
some.
song it was now.
There's some third-party ones of like. There's a really good one on YouTube, which I'll have to send you like later. Of All Too Well, 10-minute version, but like a rock version of that, and it's just it's so good.
Oh, I think I might have heard that, like a cover version.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Not by
cover,
her.
Yeah, it's cover, but it's just it's phenomenal. And there's always really good bands coming out covering. Most of the songs I've listened to of Taylor Swift's latest album have actually been rock covers.
So, are you saying that debut era is your favorite?
No, Fearless Speak Now, I think,
Okay.
according to my watch time, for sure.
So
and
you're
I've always
like
been a couple of
the
years late.
glitter gel pen girl, basically.
If you like. And like I didn't, it took me a couple of years. So Lover came out, I ignored it for a couple of years. Reputation I also ignored for a couple of years. 1989 is probably my main Taylor Swift era.
Really?
Listening, but then it just sort of stopped and stayed at 1989 for like 10 years.
I feel like we are the opposites. We are opposites.
Yeah, it's because I'm old.
How much older than me are you?
I don't know, but like when I was listening to Taylor Swift, she was quite young.
Yeah.
And like had quite a sort of her voice wasn't the best, but the songwriting was great. All Taylor's versions are so much better now. They obviously she's singing as a much better vocal artist.
So you're really excited for the version
another one to come out
that's coming.
Yeah, apparently
the country album with the better vocals.
The country album with the better vocals, but I'm kind of hoping for a rock era. I hope she does her rock metal era. I think she'd do that really, really well.
She won't.
She did hip hop. She did.
Did she? Nah.
Yeah, she did. If you want.
If you have a very, very loose definition of hip hop.
No, she loves hip hop. Personally, apparently. And yeah, if you want to see, I don't even know how to describe it. It's awful. She just looks so out of place.
Yeah, she doesn't have the let's say grace or I don't know. This is the other thing is like when you see videos of her, she's so awkward, and that makes me feel really happy and like seen to see somebody walking around so awkwardly like I do,
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
She's a representative.
Since we're talking to a group of mostly non-Swifties, I would say this.
They're probably like, oh my God.
If you have a few minutes, something that is worth you having a watch. She did, like any famous person, they all get like honorary doctorates, thrown at them left, right, and center. And she did a commencement or graduation speech at some American university.
It was NYU. Sorry.
I don't know.
It was NYU.
Thanks. Swifty point for you. Where she was, where the main point of her speech really was about being cringe, and I really related to that. It was a fantastic speech.
She's the most famous cringe person in the world. Maybe
feel
Elon
the
Musk.
Cringe and do it anyway.
Bad cringe. She's good. She's good cringe. I mean, there's no ethical billionaires, but the cringe that she embodies is good. The cringe is not the problem. It's the billionaire that's the problem, right?
She's probably the best of the billionaires, but yeah, there is no ethical billionaire. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, she's not in the files, so
She's not. Okay, good.
I mean, I haven't been through all 3 million of them personally, but I haven't heard.
I think she wouldn't be invited to such parties. You Need to Calm Down. Song was in reference to a tweet from Trump. I think about. Did you not know?
Oh yeah. No, it's just You Need to Calm Down. That's a trigger to go somewhere else in my head, right? It's the screaming baby song. That was. Well, in fact, it was the not, oh my God, my baby is suddenly not screaming anymore. Keep playing it forever and ever and ever.
Okay, well, it's much better than
look,
Baby
she
Shark.
likes the music video and it's so saturated, and oh my gosh, this baby will not cry if I play this song.
Okay, so that baby has like a really... You're indoctrinating your children.
No, she indoctrinated herself.
She's not watching Bluey. She's watching.
She is watching Bluey. This is an extremely, I'm going to say, strong-willed child who was born, and she's like a 21-year-old trapped in the body of a baby, angry as all hell about it, really pissed off about being a baby, and you need to calm down was really the only thing
I can imagine what that
that
looks
made
like.
her existence in those
I'm
first
a baby, but I'm just going through a horrible era. I don't.
Mum,
this is,
you're shit. Dad, you're shit.
I need
This
to get
is
through
awful,
this.
and I've got reflux, and I hate it. But look, this is a really pretty music video, and look at these people, and it's like so nice, and it's got a great beat. Well, you know, a great beat for a baby. I'm not gonna. I think that it's probably not a very strong song, but for a baby,
It's
I
an
can
interesting
see.
song. It's an interesting bop. I don't mind it.
It's you know, it is. It exists. It's there. It's not something I think I would ever put on.
She's really prolific. She's made so many songs that in so many different styles, except for not a huge amount of rock songs, annoyingly. But it'll come.
You are so confident that it will come.
Oh yeah, I was expecting
like
the last album to be. I was
Nick.
literally up waiting for that album to drop.
No.
And like
And
I'm like, it's a rock album. It has to be a rock album.
And then we got Showgirl.
But actually, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Although some of the songs on there are kind of crap, but some of them are great. But yeah, I would give her last album a 5 out of 10, maybe. You know, like a YouTube 5 out of 10, as in like mid.
It's mid.
Maybe like 7 out of 10.
Oh,
like
everyone's
when you
so
see that on YouTube,
internet.
when you log into YouTube Studio, it means some people will watch your video.
Yeah, that's another trigger is YouTube Studio. Is anyone actually still watching this, by the way?
Probably.
People are talking about country music.
Country music. Shakira. Elon Musk was such a good to
Hips don't lie, but the hypermobility does. See, I can make a Taylor Swift joke. That's Shakira.
That's good. But yes, that is Shakira.
Elon Musk was indeed a creep to Taylor Swift as well. Everyone's a creep to Taylor Swift.
Yes.
This is the thing that, you know, I know we're not doing any speculate. This isn't speculating, but I do wonder why a privileged white blonde girl, a rich privileged white blonde girl, was so mercilessly bullied. It's a bit of a, you know, she should have been one of the popular kids.
Pass on that one. I don't know. I did not my circles.
This is just like, this is really shower thoughts without the shower.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I saw Mean Girls.
You saw Mean
I mean, like
the original.
I kind of, you know, I kind of see the thing. You know, I mean, girls being mean to girls in high school. It's a tale as old as time, right?
Mm-hmm. But the people on the receiving end tend not to be like pretty and rich and thin and like good hair. They tend to be like people who are ugly and dorky and pudgy and like, you know, it's like there's a bit of a hierarchy thing. I say this to someone who was who took a while. I say took a while to grow into her face. Like I didn't. We could argue I didn't exactly, but like there is some awkward puberty stuff happening, right?
Yeah, so, sure. I mean, that's.
I'm not, and this isn't me saying like, oh, that people get bullied for good reasons. Okay, I just want to make that absolutely clear. But I'm just saying, I think it's a bit strange that she was so bullied, and I think it's because she's a massive cringe nerd, you know?
Yeah.
And that gets you bullied.
Yeah. To be fair, if you have any, in fact, Taylor Swift actually has songs about this. But actually, if you have any interest in anything, or if you're, you know, it's uncool. Apathy is hot, right? Like.
Who would have thought this would be the one we would be quoting from? This is the worst song.
So again, this is just me trying. I'm doing my best. But it's true though. You know, if you can, a lot of people have this experience of school, right? Where you're really into something. Traditionally, it's like, you know, maybe you're into like Pokemon. I guess Pokemon has kind of got mass market appeal, right? But imagine something like a little bit more niche. You know. And it's like you're really into it. It's what you always talk about. It's what you're super obsessed with. And, you know, people around you might just think, oh, that's cringe. I think it's cool that people get into really into something, right? I have zero interest in stamps, but like some people get like super into it. Ditto trains.
You, as an autistic person, you appreciate the hustle of it.
Yeah,
right?
I appreciate the hustle of it.
the-
I appreciate the passion, the dedication, the fact that they put so much knowledge and energy into it.
That is bullied. That is
100% it is.
non-normal, non-normative behavior. That is outside of the box behavior.
Yep. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I like nudibranchs, but like a couple of years ago, I got to go and see these underwater sea slugs, really colourful and pretty, quite a lot of them. A couple of years ago, I got to go and see this guy. Oh, and this lady, marine biologist, and she knew everything about every nudibranch that's ever been discovered ever, like everything. She was giving strong autism vibes, and like anything that's like any sort of obsessive level of interest. And I don't mean like, I'm not saying neurotypicals can't excel at whatever they're working on or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I mean like obsessive level of interest. Like, yeah, you didn't need to know that. All you needed to know is where to look up that information. You didn't need to be like creating like top trumps of all of these, the minutiae detail of these species in your head. Like, what the hell is going on? Why are you doing this?
I think that I get to a point where it's, sorry.
That's it. Actually, I appreciate it.
I'm starting to be so surrounded by autistic people in my life. Like, you know, there is so much normalization of this stuff with the people that I'm around. And I am so apparently repellent to neurotypicals. Like, this is also something that people, I talk to other autistic people and I'm like, neurotypicals hate me. They are repelled by me. And they're like, really? But you're this and you're that. And I'm like, no, seriously. Like they will step away from the conversation.
Anti-perfume or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I give off a bad smell, but like just psychological.
Psychological bad smell.
No, they hate me, and like you know, and I can tell. But what this results in is that the people that I my circles in every day, it's like everybody's autistic. So it's like you start to be like, oh, does autism actually exist? Because it feels like everybody is like this, and you don't have any comparison because I'm so out of contact with normal people because the work I do is with neurodivergent people.
Do you know what? You're 100% right. That's
what?
been no. That is totally my experience as well. And in fact,
you start to believe that like, oh, everyone's autistic because I'm just surrounded by them.
Yeah, but even like prior to my sort of autism identity, you know, I was hanging around with people that were super into marine biology, for example, and conservation and ecology and that sort of stuff. They're all neurodivergent. There's just, you know, that was never even a question that appeared on my mind. I'm like, well, these people are weird and like externally cringy, but I love them. Like, you know, what the, you know, and I think they're really cool. So I'm only ever around or meeting or seeing people that were similar in some respects, or compatible is probably a better word. I don't know. That sounds almost a bit dating kind of way, but like,
yeah, compatibles, right?
None of them are neurotypical. Tons of ADHD, you know, a lot of undiagnosed autism in there, and yeah. So I'm the same as you. You know, most of my world, sort of post. Do you know what? I think that's possibly even the case. Full stop. Has been around. You know. I'd say autistic people, ADHDers. Generally, yeah. And that does give you a weird kind of bias because then you go, oh, there's more of us out there than actually we think, sort of thing. But it's not quite the case. I think we just cluster.
And then when your parents go, but everyone's like that, you're like,
yeah, the parents ones. Family ones are weird. Family disclosures are super weird.
It's totally normal in my group of friends to collect stamps, and it's very funny. It's like
family ones are really weird. Yeah.
My dad is the kind of he's of the stereotypical kind of like, if you said to him, who did Chelsea play in 1952? Oh my God, yeah. What time was the match and what was the final score? He would know.
You're like a sister I didn't have or something. We have the same dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That raises some interesting questions.
It raises some super interesting questions. Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't talked about cats for a while.
We haven't.
This has been actually, we started off cat heavy and then we got very cat light towards the end.
What was your dad like when you presumably did autism disclosure at some point? How did that go with your family? Don't mind me asking. You don't have to say anything.
Well, it's very unlikely that even if he finds this, he'll be watching 2 hours in, right? Like he doesn't have that attention span.
Yeah.
It was fine. I think. So my mum was the one who did the like questionnaire for my assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And she filled out the form and she was like, well, I didn't really have that much to say. And I'm like, okay. But this sounded a lot like your brother. I'm like, yeah, well, that's a different conversation, isn't it? My dad, the thing is though, my dad, I think we've always kind of joked that he's a bit autistic. Like, you know, I know you shouldn't joke about saying things like a bit autistic, but that has been the running joke because he has very strong traits, I think. And so I think once we started discussing things more as a family, which did happen, it became very much like, but everyone's like that, but no, but this is autism criteria. And then it was sort of, but all my friends do this. And I'm like, yes, well, what does that tell you about your friends? He's like, well, I always thought they were a little bit weird and they were a bit autistic. I'm like, yep. And they're in your friendship circle, right? So it was kind of a bit like that. It was sort of this having to constantly say, yes, that is what autism means. That is an autistic trait, right? And so there was a lot of breaking down this. But overall, my immediate family, my parents and brother, you know, my mum identified parts of herself when I went through it and I kind of talked to her about what it actually is. She was like, well, then I relate to this as well. So it's actually, you know, for all the other stuff that families have going on, this one has been okay, actually. And
what about the aspect of, okay, so I'll tell you about my family. My mum, my dad did the form. My mum was just saying constantly, in fact, she repeated, probably, I don't know, maybe 100 times that there's nothing wrong with me and I'm lovely, which is really endearing and lovely. But
with you or with her?
My mum was like, oh, what's wrong with him? There's nothing wrong with him. He's lovely. She just kept saying it over and over and over again, which is kind of like, oh my God, I love you. That's great. My dad didn't say anything afterwards when the results came in, other than he filled in things. He actually filled in some interesting stuff from my childhood that I wasn't aware of, which was interesting. But he later, I said, hey, Dad, so kind of results come back in. You know, oh yeah. So the psychologist said that, you know, experiences were in line with autism. They said that, you know, think about.
You mean it didn't come back as autistic AF?
It did, yeah, very much so. But
was that when it was on the report?
Yeah, but well, he said he literally said, oh, that must mean that. He said literally the words, oh, that must mean that I am too, and then he just sort of, that was it. That's as far as that conversation.
That's what my brother said to me.
That was it. There's no further conversation. It's just. And it's like, yeah, in fact, to be fair, I kind of wish that, you know, that he could have had an appointment as well, because it would have, you know, probably helped him out quite a lot. Yeah, my dad's much more classic, very strong traits than me. Yeah.
I think also, though, that, well, you know, depending on how old your dad is, I think there is a generational cultural thing that shapes this, right? I've thought a lot about this.
He's a boomer.
Right? My dad's a boomer, and he was sent to boarding school at a very young age. I think he was 7. And I think there was some chat about boarding school. I'm not sure the context of it in the thing, but you know, there have been actually quite a few books recently about the attachment trauma that very particular attachment trauma that happens in this case. Is obviously there are boarding schools and there are boarding schools. There are boarding schools in the context of native, First Nations in Canada, and there are boarding schools in the context of, I don't want to say privileged little toffs, but because that wasn't really my dad's context. He was more middle class back then, but it was still a boarding school. You had to pay for it, I think. What was I trying to say? So there's different content, but certainly in that kind of boomer UK 1960s boarding school context, it was, I think, very, and also all boys education. I think it. I
just want to quickly. I won't interrupt you. This is a great story, but it's the same story as my dad. So he is the same person.
Do we have? What's your dad's name?
It begins with E.
Okay.
I can text
No,
you.
well, I mean, there's nothing. That's not to say that there can be a double life situation going on.
Oh, it's certainly a double life
I
situation.
don't believe that we look like half siblings.
That's because my mother is Malaysian, so we wouldn't.
Is your dad white?
Oh
or-
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
he's white. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we probably would have noticed.
I'm not sure.
But
Stranger things
so
have happened.
you are aware of this context, and I think it molds. I think I don't want to say autism can be molded because that's not really what I mean, but it comes out differently in different contexts.
Mhm.
You know, and the context of sort of an autistic boy who goes through maybe, like, let's say, a privileged education with, as some of the comments said, like corporal punishment, that was part of it.
Yep, it was.
And there's a certain amount of trauma, I think, that happens, whether that is attachment trauma. I think trauma is probably also a big thing to do with how autism forms. I think it creates a certain kind of personality in the context of also being autistic or ADHD or both.
No, I agree with you 100%. 100%. In fact, from a trauma perspective, that was kind of one of the things why I wanted the formal diagnosis to one aspect, which is like, I can only figure things out myself so far. I kind of reverse engineering the diagnostic process a little bit. And I would say maybe 20%, 25%, maybe 30%, I don't know, of the appointment seemed to be, to me, like, this is like meta, so do not take this away as advice. Seemed to be kind of like trying to pick out the differences between, autism, trauma. Do you know what I mean? Trying to figure out different explanations, because a lot of the traits can have sort of trauma explanation as opposed to autism explanation. So yeah, you're completely right. And in fact, I don't even know that it's possible to be autistic and not have some level of trauma, purely as a result. You know, almost like trying to cram your feet into shoes that don't fit you your whole life. You know what I mean? It's going to have an effect.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thesis of my book, is that I sort of come to the I do believe, and this is not based on evidence, this is just conjecture, that there is a form of there is trauma that is unique to autism, and that trauma, and not just
what's
in
going on?
terms, like,
Sam, talk to me.
look, it's 11:15 now.
I know, but you can't drop that.
Well, no, that's a cliffhanger. That's like ready for next time. Look, I gave in my book. I need to do revisions on it now. So, like, I
You've
don't
been here
even
for
know
way
when
longer than I thought you would be as well. I thought you'd
I'm
be on it for like half an hour, say hi and bye. So thank you so much. For your
No,
time.
but you dragged me in, you know, with all this conversation.
Sam, you're an amazing sport, and I am.
Please, can I go to bed now?
Why do you have to do this? It's
well,
fine.
maybe we can just
I know
say how about we talk about that another time?
We'll do that another time.
Because
so trauma stream.
This
let
was
us know in
fun.
the
We'll
chat.
do a trauma stream.
We'll
I'm
do
going to do.
stream.
Imagine my content when I have to promote the book, right? Like this.
Oh yeah, I mean we definitely have a Tea and Tales future collaboration, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't we?
But I would just like to remind everyone of my Wild Brains retreat. Can you paste it into the chat? If you are able to get to Yorkshire in 4 weeks, 7th of March we start. I'm hosting a retreat for neurodivergent business owners. You don't need to have an official diagnosis. You don't need to officially be a business owner. If you look at the website, read what I've written, and feel like you want to be a part of this, then you qualify. It's as simple as that. It's chill. We're cool. We're nice people. It's going to be fun. And it's going to be in Yorkshire.
But I've done that because I typed in the URL.
Don't Google it though. We're not ranking very well on Google.
Okay. It's in the chat. It's in the description.
It's in the description box below.
Go to the description box. I typed it, but it 404'd, and that's my fault. And yeah.
In the description box.
I need
to go to bed.
If this ever becomes big and professional, there'll be someone doing this behind.
How do I leave this box that I'm in?
I will debox you. Sam, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing, and thank you so much. And like I said, one of the first YouTubers that I saw, I did credit you in my Burnout video from a while ago. Yeah.
Should I not watch it? Is it too embarrassing?
No, you can watch it. It's a short video. It's quite cringy, but like embrace the cringe. It's to a Coldplay
My
song.
life with the cringe.
Exactly. Just embrace it. It's fine. Embrace it and do it anyway. Per Taylor Swift. So yeah, there you go. Patron saint of autistic YouTubers. That is more true than you guys know. There are more of us out there. So thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Sam's YouTube and socials are linked below. Please
don't
check
follow
her
me
out.
on Instagram because I've deleted it. It's still there. You can follow me. You can follow
the
me.
YouTube link is there. Definitely subscribe.
Yeah, maybe watch some YouTube videos. My AdSense is down. It would be great to.
You need to be making more content. Like you used to do.
I have no capacity. I'm doing too many things.
Yeah, it is a lot. I get it. I really do. Yeah.
I just want to point out that I have written a 90,000 word book. I am running a retreat next March, by the way. This March, sorry, not next March. I'm still in last year. I have clients that I coach, and I do some free community stuff as well. And I have 2 kids that I raise, and I have 2 cats that I keep alive. And this is really a lot.
She's a human slave to kitty cats.
This is really a lot of things, and YouTube just feels a lot on top of that. But it will happen.
Fair.
It will happen again.
Fair.
Maybe you will encourage me to back.
I will do my best.
This has been a very long live.
Sam, it actually really has. I was only expecting you on here for like half an hour. So, I mean, normally we do like little breaks every half an hour and stuff.
We didn't take a break. We got too distracted.
We just went straight through it. Yeah, so it's just a solid video.
We need somebody to tell us to take breaks and drink water and stuff next time.
Yeah, well, she's there, but she's just slept through the whole thing.
Yeah, well, Storm is still sleeping next to me. Oh. I don't even know where the other one has gone.
Thank you so much.
I've disrupted the routines of the house. Like, I don't stay up this late. The cats are like, "What are you doing? What is happening?" So
this for me is like lunchtime /
the cats do not understand when sorry, I didn't mean to touch you, cat. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
See you later.
Bye, everyone. It was really nice to. I'll look at some of the chat as well. And
I feel like we didn't do too much of that.
I've been actually looking at it, but I have
been looking at it like the whole way through. But like normally we do a lot more kind of chatty stuff. But you know, it's not normally like this, right?
Volatility. that was for my Dutch people. Bye.
See you, Sam. That was good. We should have her back on again. What do you reckon? Should we get Sam back? I need closure on this trauma autism thing. I need closure. I need to know. I need to know. Does anyone know what she was gonna say? Because I need to know. Does that ever like bother people when you have that? When you don't? It's hard to explain. But you know when you don't know something, and then it's like, I need the information. I need to know. I need closure. I will. I can't watch Netflix series because I always like look them up. Usually after like the first episode, the synopsises of all the episodes. I just can't stand not knowing. It drives me insane. And now my streams fall around as well. Don't you know it? It has happened. I think when I did the stream with who was it? There was a stream with someone a while back, and I just ended up just carrying streaming for ages. Oh yeah, then there was the one with like Quinn and Jen, like neurodivergent, and there were too many people in the stream, so I just left. I ran away. I mean, there is, from a YouTube perspective, there is doing like content creation YouTube, and then there's like not doing it properly, and not doing it properly is what happens here. But that's intentional, and I know it, so it's not like it's a surprise. Yes, please. Oh, with Claire. Oh, yeah, it's probably Claire. Yeah. Thank you, Claire, for giving me the membership card to the Woolers and Knitters. I'm afraid I would be a terrible person at such an event. So yeah, definitely give it to Sam. That was a cool jumper that she had, a cool sweater. I loved that. In fact, it's homemade. I mean, this wasn't homemade. This is from Vinted. This shirt is from Vinted. Pretty much all my shirts are from Vinted, I think. nearly most of them. That was my first the one with Quinn and Jen. Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. They're a good blast. Yeah, I think Sam's great. Sam's really good. Yeah, it's weird for me because that's the first time that we've spoken like like conversation. But we've been texting for ages. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those weird ones. And the fact that like if you watch my Burnout video, you'll see the gist because like her content was some of the very first I watched. I can't remember which video it was though. And she's done so many I couldn't even guess. But I've watched some of her videos when I was trying to figure out what was going on, like all private stuff. It feels a bit illicit. It feels a bit, do you know what I mean? It feels like it's kind of like it's very private. It's like your public life, your private life, and then like your internal like life. And it feels like you just it's a bit voyeuristic. You're looking through online because you're trying to absorb all this information because you're, for whatever reason, you're trying to. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to relate, I'm trying to match. It kind of is, but it isn't. It is more than that. And you're trying to figure things out. And you're watching some content creators or something, or reading. Sam was definitely a content creator. I watched quite a lot of her videos at that time. And I found them incredibly helpful, incredibly relatable. And her backgrounds were stunning as well. I love the sequence. So yeah, it's kind of strange to be able to talk to her. You know what I mean? Like to be able to talk to him. Meg's first one. Meg was cool. Yeah. Still is, I think. The weird thing is it's an era thing almost because I don't watch autistic YouTubers that often. Like I will like watch like one of Quinn's videos or Jen's videos, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, oh, a friend has put a video out, so I might watch it or something. But I tend not to watch autism content. Yeah. So it's bizarre. It's really strange. It's like, I think, do you know what? I tell you what the weirdest one was. Because I'd only just started doing YouTube and it was Claire, Witcher Theory. I don't know if Claire Witcher Theory is still here. But like Claire was doing our Autistic People Talking podcast. And I'm sitting here and I'm just staring at the screen. Because she's doing her like, hey, welcome to my channel thing. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just like watching a video. My brain is in like, I'm just watching a YouTube video. And I'm sitting awkward. Rather than like slouching on the sofa watching a YouTube video or lying in bed watching a YouTube video, I'm sitting awkward watching a YouTube video. And then she talks to me and it's a bit weird. It's a little bit, because it's like the framing in your brain is like, I feel like this is a super hot take. Holy crap, it's a hot take stream. It's like it's like the framing of watching a YouTube video is very passive, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're talking to me. Holy shit! What do you want me to say? I don't know. So that's the weird thing. I feel my personal feeling. Okay, it's totally unsupported. I know I make a lot of science and evidence-based content, but sometimes I talk shit. And I think autistic people, I think neurodivergent people, because we do tend to rely, particularly with respect to masking, with respect to performance, with respect to framing, we tend to frame stuff. We tend to frame like our encounters in certain ways. I'm saying this terribly, so I might stop soon. But like the framing of watching Claire is what I'm watching a YouTube video. So it's very passive. Sometimes I'm not even watching a YouTube video. I just have it playing on my phone or a tablet while I'm making a cup of tea or something, or feeding the cats or whatever. It's very passive. You could have a YouTube video playing while you're in the bath, for example. Do you know what I mean? You could be there for hours. You could even fall asleep with the YouTube video playing. Like none of it is like, and then all of a sudden, as Claire is talking to me, and I'm like, oh, hi Claire, are you there? I tap the screen. I first saw you on Claire's live streams. Yeah, Yeah, thanks, Ashley. Yeah. So that was really weird because I saw quite a few of Claire's videos as well around that time. I can definitely tell you that Sam's videos were. I'm not ranking autistic content, but like maybe I am a tiny bit ranking. But you know, all of Sam's videos worked for my brain quite well. She's got a similar way of thinking through things, like, for example, DSM criteria or whatever that I also do. So it kind of went into my brain easier. But that's fine, by the way. The way I see how things work is that different channels, it could even make content about the same thing, but it resonates better one voice or another or whatever. It's all fine. Claire is Woodshed Theory Charlie, and she's fantastic. Although she stopped making autism content for a while, she's on an autism hiatus. So you'll see her mostly talking about hobby stuff, and she's restarted Porch Coffee recently, which is great. Great to see. But it is hard to do. Quinn, on the other hand, Quinn is like BBC Two to me, which is fine because I feel like I am also a bit BBC Two. Because, in fact, Sam, I need to ask Sam about this. Sam is also, Sam speaks with a bit more received pronunciation, right? So I reckon Sam is also a bit BBC Two in terms of like, I feel like we're from the era of classroom televisions and VCRs being wheeled out on a trolley, and then a videotape being put in and press play, and then the whole class has to watch a video on a TV. Okay, everyone, this is the lesson today. It could be geography, it could be science, whatever. But like, TV comes in on a cart and a VHS tape goes in, and that's the era that we're from, and that's influenced a lot of how we present on YouTube as well. So that's kind of, I feel like that's how it goes in better, because I'm like, I have been conditioned as a child to receive information through a screen, but in a certain accent or radio form. Yeah, those two are more BBC than I am. I can do it if I have to. But I'm the AV cart. Yeah, that's it. The AV cart. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the AV cart, Harmony. Yeah, it's like this AV cart comes in. That's it. AV cart. Oh my god. And the TV comes. It has to be plugged into the wall, and then the tape. Oh, the tape hasn't been rewound, and then all the kids have to talk amongst each other. But no, not really. You have to be quiet, and while the VHS tapes rewound, because the last bloody teacher didn't rewind things. And then someone like Quinn, Autistic, or someone like Sam, YoSamdySam, would appear on the screen and try and relate to the kids while the scan lines are going over. There's a Dutch meetup. There's a Dutch meetup of autistic cats. Is there really? You should invite Sam. We used to groan when the teacher brought that crappy cart in. Yeah, so did we. And we were told off and we had to be quiet and stuff. Sometimes it was quite nice because you could zone out a bit. When the cart's brought in and the TV on. Sorry, everyone who's younger. I don't know what your version of this is nowadays. Be Kind Rewind. That was on the Blockbuster videotapes. El Moonlight. Details on the meetup are in the description of this video. You can access it now. Please click, and you will see there's a bump in there and a URL that actually works. Everything was done in a very rushed style, and I'm very grateful that Sam could join us. Sam is still here. Amazing. Yeah, everything was done quite rushed. I'm like. In fact, there is a new thumbnail for this video, which I will upload. Which has Lexi, Sam's ragdoll esque kitty cat on her shoulder. So yeah, that would be cool. So yeah, that's going to happen. I need to remember to upload the new video. YouTube's not showing the video description, is it not? Thank you, Omen Light. I appreciate the tech. I appreciate the tech. Right. Give me Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Thank you.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Look, I'll be honest, I don't think we need 2 minutes because it's fine. Elmer Light, what do you mean? It's fine. It works. I think Elmer Light's got an awful lot of. I'm not going to make comments, but Elmer Light's browser. No, seriously. Elmer Light's got some custom extensions. But yeah, I had to go check that. But you're looking at the old thumbnail though. There is a new thumbnail, which I really want to be on here. In fact, if I don't do it now, it won't get done. I should tell you what, I'll do it in a second. Works in to use a software devism, works on my machine. Well, I was gonna say that, but here's the problem. It was only broken on Elmer Light's machine. So in theory, it's only broken for the developer. Right. Thank you all for coming. We will do an after party. I'm not going to be chatting though, because let me do this 1 second, please. Oh God, do you guys see this? That's not it. This is not right. Sorry, I didn't know what to play. That's not right. Say it proud. Hydrate on do or don't. We don't play around. It was actually a different word. If you want a silent night, you picked the wrong abode. Right, cool. See, the technical stuff, it has me done all the time. Right, okay. No, Wild Brains Retreat is a retreat, yeah. It's a beautifully organised retreat. Okay. I'll see you soon. Hang on, I've got to put me on the screen to do this. I'll see you in the after party soon. Probably in like 10 minutes. I think I need to make fresh tea. Okay, I'll see you soon.